what happened last time on Higurashi, everybody? Well, we had to get everybody in Hinamizawa to kind of side. All right, never mind. Okay, so
no, please continue.
So basically, the mayor was threatening Chie to stop going to the consultation center, or they were going to close the school. The reason being is because people in Hinamizawa do not like the Hojo family, the Satoko Hojo's family. But it's not really that simple. The thing is, everybody in Hinamizawa thinks that everybody hates the Hojo family and shouldn't interact with them. Literally, that's what it is. But nobody hates Satoko, but everybody thinks that everyone else does. So they're like, I'm not going to help Satoko, because if I do, then other people won't like me. So it's a complicated kind of situation. So Keiichi took matters into his own hands and was like, goes to this gathering before the Watanagashi festival and is like, hey, you old fucks, guess what? Who here even hates Satoko? And everybody was like, I don't, but I know there are people who do. I don't, but I know there are people who do. And it's like everybody there was like, oh, I see. And so he was able to get everybody on his side, all the olds on his side. And Kimiyoshi, who's one of the founders, or founding families. There's Kimiyoshi, there's the Furude family, and then there's the Sonozaki family. The head of the Sonozaki family is Oryo Sonozaki, and she is basically a Yakuza boss. And she's terrifying. She's also like 100 years old. And
She's really, really fucking old.
Yeah. She's terrifying, and so is Akane Sonozaki, Mion and Shion's mother. So they had to get all the founding families to approve of this shit. So that's what they came to decide. And they were like, we are going to convince Oryo Sonozaki to okay everything with this complaint to the consultation center. I don't think complaint is the right word, but you know what I mean. So they go to Oryo, and it doesn't go well. But Keiichi has so much balls that Oryo decides to fabricate a story, or Kimiyoshi and Akane, I think, fabricate the story that Keiichi basically tried to choke her to death, and are like, it threatened her and then convinced her to be on their side. So Kimiyoshi ends up calling the consultation center and is like, hey, there better be movement with this case, or there will be hell to pay, basically. He doesn't say that, but he's like, Oryo and me and the Furude family, Rika, we all want this to move forward. We all want Satoko to get help. So we want somebody to be over there by 11 today, by noon. And I think that's basically where we left off.
Yeah, it was a very neat stream. It ended really well.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great stream. I hope this stream is also great. If it ends up we have to stop in the middle of a chapter, it is possible. I imagine the last 2 chapters might be super long. We don't know. But also, if you are joining us for the end of the penultimate chapter of Higurashi, well, the most basic thing I could really tell you to summarize what has happened so far is every chapter has been a loop, and every chapter has been somewhat different. Every chapter has had someone different from the cast go insane, or it's been a perspective shift of a previous chapter, or it's been a prologue. basically, we are stuck in a time loop. Rika Furude. Rika is stuck in a time loop. And her body is inhabited by the god of this village, Oyashiro-sama. She is not known as that. Her name is Hanyu. She has the power to reset time. And she has been through this so much, she is essentially 100 years old. Over 100 years old. She's been going through this and dying at the end of the loop every time. So she's trying to figure out how to keep herself from dying at the end of the loop. And that's what we're trying to do. We have had pretty good runs so far. Nobody has gone insane and killed each other. And the only bad thing is Satoko's terrible abusive uncle has come back and nobody has been doing anything about it. But there has been progress, and hopefully there will be more progress today. Power to reset time, invisible. Loves SpongeBob. Yeah, only Rika can see Hanyu. So, hope that's caught you up. It's been a lot. It's been a long journey. Let's go.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. Yeah, we have chapter 10, 11, and 12. There are 12 chapters.
Here.
Okay.
Did we have tips to read? I don't remember.
I don't think so. Why is the screen getting smaller for me?
What?
The fucking screen is getting smaller for me.
What do you mean it's getting like it's gradually decreasing in size?
No, it'll appear on my tablet and then I move it up and then it gets smaller.
Oh.
Oh.
Some weirdness with the dimensions, I guess, maybe?
Yeah. Let me see if I can just pause and go back to the main menu.
If it helps at all, it didn't change at all for us.
No, it's just really small for me, so it would be hard to read.
Sure.
And the resolution's probably crummy. I'm sorry, everybody. Scuff. Scuff. Fig.
God, you think I'd never slept with how much I'm yawning?
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Hey, Spoonie, I don't think the notification for the stream went out for some reason. Just wanted to give you a heads up.
In the Discord? Or where?
I also didn't get a ping, so...
That's
definitely
annoying.
not in the Discord.
Thank you, Rory. If you... I'm pretty sure, Cal, you should have the ability to just ping watchers.
Watchers,
in the stream announcement channel.
I hate that you can't search for channels.
I'm sorry. It should be in the stream zone.
Stream zone. Streams. Okay.
Okay. And then it got smaller again. It can't be this small for me. I need to be able to read. Let's do this. There we go. It's big now. It's big enough. Good. Oh, we got the rallying music. Now you got the notification from Twitch. That's strange.
Did it go out on Blue Sky?
It just did.
Okay.
Because I forgot. Because I have to do that manually.
Right.
Alright, everybody. Sip water. But thanks for letting me know, Roy. Scuff. So they refused?
Yes. I got a call from the local government section. The Child Consultation Center has no intention of listening to us. They're still trying to do what they can, but we don't have much time. And I also request that you shimmy over a little bit so I can see the text box when it goes along.
Why am I so far to the left?
Thank you.
I
even told them that we have no time to spare.
That was such a small amount, but it made a huge difference, huh?
It did.
That's crazy. The mayor came to the school before noon to explain to us what went down with the officials. We had all gathered in the teacher's office to meet with him.
Wow. I don't know the head of the center personally, but he's a pretty tough guy to go against the will of Hinamizawa.
He used to work for the prefecture, so he's not familiar with the town council here. He's not treating this like it's a big deal. He's kind of stupid. This isn't any ordinary village he's up against. This is Hinamizawa.
What a sad guy.
We'll just have to fight them. I spoke with the other town council members, and we all agreed that we can't stay quiet anymore. After all, we can't just nod our heads in defeat and back down after I put our name out there.
We'll be heading to the consultation center after this ourselves.
Okay. I'll get right on arranging for the town council to send some people too. I'm about to go consult Oryo-san on how to handle this.
This isn't like with the dam conflict, though. It's an ordinary Saturday. Isn't it going to be difficult to get people to go?
Don't worry, Kei-chan. This isn't a city. People are out there farming every day of the week. Whether it's a Saturday or a Tuesday doesn't really matter to them. It won't be that difficult to find people who are willing to help out.
I see. I tend to think of adults as people who work at big companies. But this is Hinamizawa. I almost forgot about that.
The regular government offices usually close at noon on Saturdays, but the Child Consultation Center is open until 3 p.m. Can we all be there at 1? I can't promise you how many people I'll be able to bring along, though.
It doesn't matter how many people we get, as long as we get people. Thank you for your help.
I'm so glad that more adults are involved now.
Yeah, this is going to make a huge difference.
The number of people we get will depend on what
Sorry, I didn't warm up.
The number of people we get will depend on what Oreo says. That's true. We'll see how serious she is about helping us based on how many people show up.
It's the hags. If the hag's in a good mood, as my mother says, then we might get about 30 people. From both the staff and the youth group. I think that's a fair guess.
30 adults plus 10 children. It sounds better than yesterday.
I'm coming too. I'll bring my megaphone. Yes! Your legendary megaphone! I thought it was broken! That's the one I used to have. The riot squad broke it. Ah, the memories. I can feel the spirit of Onegafuchi making my blood boil.
It seems like we're going to be holding a festival on the day before Watanagashi, too. To the consultation center!
I wonder if they're still going to tell us that there's no evidence of abuse just because she hasn't admitted to it yet.
That's pretty likely. How are things on your end, Rika-chan? Were you able to persuade Satoko to seek help?
I did my best. It's all up to her now. I wish Satoko would stop being so stubborn.
Sis, there are both times one should and shouldn't be stubborn. I can understand how Satoko must feel.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. She might not want any help from us. But we wouldn't be her real friends if we couldn't see how scared she is.
I agree. It'd be easy if Satoko asked us for help, but it will be too late if we wait for that to happen.
If there's a child in the middle of a busy street, you pull her to the sidewalk before talking to her. Sometimes actions have to come before words. Right. That's a good example. We have to pull her back to the sidewalk first.
I've heard what's going on. Now, let's all get back to the classroom and start homeroom. Go home and eat your lunches before you go to the child consultation center, okay? It's not good to skip meals.
At that point, everyone was thinking there wouldn't really be 30 adults there to support us. However, we were wrong. I had no idea how serious Hinamizawa can get. By the time I get there with my 10 classmates, the quiet atmosphere atmosphere around the library had completely disappeared.
Oh my goodness. Are all these people from Hinamizawa?
Not just Hinamizawa. I see some people from Okinomiya, too.
You're right. Some of them are even here in their work uniforms. What an incredible sight.
Looks like Oreo got really serious.
Apparently. This really is like old times. Ah, I've missed the way I felt during the damn conflict. Hey! What's going on today?
Hey, Kameda-kun. You're probably gonna say some disgusting shit, and so am I, so we're probably going to skip if they say that. Shit. Well, I just called on the whole village to come here.
I thought you'd only be able to get kids. How'd you get all these adults here, too? You're making me weak in the knees, man.
Oh, there's so many working adults. Shut up.
Ew.
Adults around. Oh. Stop. Okay. Not only had many people shown up, but many different kinds of people, too. Those people should go away. I wonder how many people there are.
I think there's well over 100 so far. More people are still on their way, too. Mayabara-san.
That guy should leave, too.
I'm sorry for being late. What an amazing crowd you've got together. So this is the power of Onikafuchi.
I'd heard about this power before, but this is something else.
This is reminding me more and more of the dam conflict. To get this many people to show up. Keiichi-kun, you're amazing. You're the new face of Hinamizawa. Keiichi-kun! There sure are a lot of them, huh?
Kimiyoshi-san, how many people did you talk to?
I'm not quite sure. We just used the phone list and asked people to gather for a meeting at the Onikafuchi Guardians. Everyone left work and came right here. Hey, you there! This movement is an initiative of the town council, so don't use a banner with the name Onikafuchi Guardians on it, okay? I see Keiichi-kun's father. Hello.
Hello, Rena-chan. Keiichi, I'm here to support you. Your mom wanted to come here too, but she had to stay home and wait for a phone call. She says to do your best and keep at it. I will, thank you. I've heard the stories about the dam conflict, but this is impressive. You're representing all of these people, right? Yeah. I was only representing 5 of us in the beginning. But it's grown so big now that I don't care if there are 100 or 1,000 people here. No matter what, I'll do everything I can to save my friend.
Keiichi, this is it.
Yup. Our force of arms is more than enough. Those losers are peeping at us through the curtains right now. They must be quaking in their boots.
Sir, do you see all those people? What shall we do?
There's nothing to do. Other than our jobs, of course. If they want to protest, let them. I need to leave for a business trip now, so you can handle them.
But there's a banner that says we want to talk with the head of the office. See?
That banner was the same one that the Onikafuchi Guardians had used in the past. They brought along as many banners as they could reuse. This one said the head of the office, but originally it meant the head of the construction office. Of course, the head of the Child Consultation Center didn't know about that.
You spoke with 3 of those representatives the other day. According to the people from City Hall, these Hinamizawans have a good memory. If they see you walking outside of the parking lot, they'll recognize your face.
Why are they ringing it so long? Okay, I'm sorry everybody, I got a BRB. I have House of Leaves waiting for me apparently.
Excuse me?
I ordered House of Leaves.
Oh.
That's why they're ringing my doorbell. I gotta go let them in. Okay. Return.
Return.
Return! I'm alive.
If they see you walking outside the parking lot, they'll recognize your face.
Sir, there are some people protesting by the back door, too. What do you mean? Are they going to kidnap me or something?
During the dam conflict, it wasn't uncommon for people to get injured. If you could postpone your business trip, I'd recommend you do so.
There are people who don't even know that people live downtown. And I'm sure most people in my chat don't realize that either. Wait, there are people who live above the storefront? I'm sorry, I'm just getting angry at, like, people who don't have life experience. I'm sorry. I guess that'd be for the best. It's not an emergency, so I'll just stay here for today. In the next moment, the crackling noise of a speaker echoed outside. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me? This is the Hinamizawa Town Council. We're sorry for causing trouble in our neighborhood. Testing. They were adjusting the output of the speakers. A few trucks carrying those speakers were parked outside. The head of the consultation center finally realized in that moment what it really meant to fight against the village of Hinamizawa.
There are so many people out there. They might barge in at any minute.
If they come inside, they'll disturb our work. Don't let them in. It was half an hour past the appointed assembly time. The mayor told me that there were still a few more people on their way. Even more people are going to show up. Rena counted up all the people here already and found there were more than 150 of them. I really doubt we can get this many to come back by Monday afternoon. Hopefully we can finish this today.
All right, Keiichi-kun. Let's begin.
The mayor gave me the green light. He wanted us to chant our slogan in chorus before going inside. It really was like a real protest.
Michan, do you think all of us can fit inside that tiny office? Do you think so?
Of course we can't all fit. We'll split up into those who can go in and those spilling out. That's why we had everyone start chanting together before we go in.
Sis, you can't break or kick anything today.
Like I'd ever do something like that. You got me in so much trouble when you pretended to be me doing all that.
Hey, isn't that Oishi-san?
I didn't expect to see him here. Of course, he's my mahjong friend. He came here to support me, even though he's not from Hinamizawa.
Mayabara-san! Hello there!
Oishi-san! You're here right on time. We're getting ready to go inside right now. Oishi was accompanied by a few of his own men. He brought along 4 police officers in uniform.
Mayabara-san, I need to have a little chat with you. Oh, hello there, Mayor Kiyoshi. Hello, Oishi-san. What brings you here? I need to have a talk with the two of you right now. May I? Oh, and can it be in private, please?
What do you need from us?
Well, you're on government property here. Obstructing it for any given reason is prohibited.
I was really taken aback. I thought we were just getting started, but Oishi-san, and by that I mean the police, are telling me to break up the crowd.
What do you mean? The government isn't going to listen to the voice of its citizens?
Look, we're not doing anything wrong. We're here to ask them to help SATOKO. Why is that such a bad thing?
You're protesting here without permission, for one. Also, there's a policy at this child consultation center which allows the caretaker of the building to dismiss any client when he feels they're disrupting their service.
The caretaker of the building? Who is that?
Well, that would be the head of office here.
What a cheap trick. He won't even let us speak our minds? Where are we supposed to protest then? If we have to get off the property, can we do it across the road?
If you want to use public roads, you have to get permission from the public safety department first. You'll have to contact them through the police. In other words, you have no choice but to disband for today. My, Amara-san. It seems I really do hate you.
This is ridiculous. I don't believe this. We have so many people here in support of SATOKO, and you're saying we can't even talk to them? My friends soon all came running over. Oishi-san explained the situation to them, and they reacted exactly the same way I did.
No way.
Hang on, I'm testing something. What the fuck?
Hmm?
I realized my audio is not adjusting, no matter how I turn it up and down.
The fuck?
That's why everything sounds so quiet. I turned it all the way down and I still hear it. The same exact volume. So I'm like, why are you doing this? Anyway.
No way, that's horrible! No matter what we say to them, all they do is jot down the amount of people in the group. That's why we brought lots of people here today.
But they do have the right to refuse us. There's nothing we can do about that. We have to either listen to the police or disregard what they say entirely.
The damn conflict's been over for a while. I don't want to play that game anymore.
Damn it. What are we going to do then? Do we just have to leave and come back later?
The same thing will happen when we do. We'll just call the police again. The head of the consultation center has no intention of letting us in there ever again. We must have really upset him.
So what are we gonna do now?
We'll just have to be patient. If we can't protest on their property, we'll just have to do it from across the road. Seeing that every day will put a lot of pressure on them.
That's going to take way too long.
The government is like the Yakuza. It'll get more complicated if we keep making them mad.
So even the Onigafuchi Guardians can't do anything about this? How pathetic! Can't you do something about this, Uncle? Shion-chan, in a battle like this, you have to be patient. They're refusing us so blatantly, just like the construction office did in the dam conflict. So we'll just have to surround them and dig in for a prolonged fight.
But that's not going to work. There's so many people here. I have an idea. Just go to Satoko's house. Do it there. I was supposed to end this today. Satoko didn't come to school again today. Her uncle called and claimed that her cold had resurfaced. He promised that she'd be back on Monday. But hearing that wasn't any relief to us. Today is Saturday, so there are 2 more days until then. Nothing is guaranteed for Satoko. In the world I imagined, it was too late to save Satoko by the day before Watanagashi. Satoko in real life hasn't gotten to that point yet. But nothing guarantees that she'll still be fine in just 2 days. I don't know if she'll still be sane the next time we see her. So this is going to be a stalemate. Do we really have to wait until they make their final decision?
No, Keiichi-kun. We have no time to waste for Satoko-chan. I just know that something bad is going to happen.
We got help from this many people, yet we can't even go inside the building.
Rika-chan said that with tears in her eyes. Damn it, damn it, damn it! I told Rika-chan that I could defeat anything if I put my mind to it. I don't want to give up here. Even a few days ago, we never imagined that we'd get this many supporters. We got approval from the town council, and even from Mion's grandma. What else am I supposed to do? What can we do to make our wish come true? Is there something that we haven't done yet? Son of a bitch.
Rika-chan, you don't have to look so sad.
Me?
We're doing everything we can. You believe that, right?
Yeah, I believe we did everything we can do.
Then we just have to wait for the wind to come. We just have to wait. I'm sure that a strong wind is on its way.
When is that? Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! Keiichi, my son. Oh boy. Satoko was sleeping like the dead. If he didn't send her to school, that annoying teacher might come to harass him again. I'm gonna preemptively. There we go. He really wanted her to go to school today. However, no matter how much he forced her to wake up, she collapsed and went back to sleep. He touched her forehead and realized that she had a high fever. If he sent her to school like that, they might say something about it. He had no choice but to call the school and tell them that she's sick again. Chie asked him many questions, but Teppei told her that she really was sick this time. 1 hour later, he realized he had said something he shouldn't have to the teacher. Ever since he took Satoko in, there had been nothing but trouble. The teacher came to visit him the day after he took her. He received calls every so often, too. They were all from the Child Consultation Center. Every single one of them told him to put Satoko on the phone. Teppei was still certain that Satoko wouldn't give him up, because of her fear that he'd destroy Satoshi's room if he did. However, he wasn't sure how long she'd keep her silence. In short, Teppei had no idea whether or not Satoko would continue to do as she was told. The only thing he knew for absolute certain was that he couldn't control her forever with fear alone. He could frighten her with just a look, but that fear wouldn't last for a very long time. He wanted to leave the house before Satoko got him into trouble. But in order to do that, he needed to find the bank book as soon as possible. Satoko was sleeping like an abandoned kitten inside of a wrinkled blanket. She was sweating heavily and breathing deeply. Both were signs of a very high fever. Teppei wasn't concerned in the least, of course. Instead, he felt that this was his chance. In that state, she wouldn't notice if he went into Satoshi's room. He'd promised her that he wouldn't mess around in there as long as she stayed obedient to him. In reality, he went into Satoshi's room while Satoko was at school, but he was very careful about putting everything back into place. However, by this point, he'd had enough. He was anxious to leave as soon as he could. Even Teppei could tell that Satoko's fever wasn't from a cold, but from emotional distress. If she got even sicker, it would cause even more trouble for him. He slowly crept up the stairs, heading for Satoshi's room. He tried to open the door slowly, but it was stuck on something. He assumed he'd just hit the furniture with the door, but in the next moment, he heard the loud noise of falling metal. Something had been stuck behind the door, and it had knocked over something on the bookshelf. Teppei clicked his tongue. He had been planning to sneak into Satoshi's room while Satoko was asleep. And shortly after that, he heard Satoko running up the stairs. She wasn't running just because she heard a noise. She was running because she heard noise from Satoshi's room. And that meant that Teppei was trying to get inside it.
Stop! Stop! Don't go in Nini's room!
Were you Teppei? Yeah.
Fuck! I was just gonna look around for a minute. No damn luck. All I need is some cash. I know there's a bank book inside his room. I know that you hid it in there. Be a good girl and tell me where it is.
I don't know anything about a bank book! It's not inside Nini's room! Don't mess around in there! Leave it until he comes home! Nini!
Ah, shut the fuck up!
Satoko let out a dull cry as she went rolling across the floor.
I'm not narrating that.
Alright.
I don't know how to make a screaming noise.
Nini!
Satoko's screams echoed around the room. Hitting her would leave a mark, and then the child consultation would harass him, and maybe more than that. As a man of violence, it was already stressful enough to be warned not to hit her. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you poor thing, you can't hit a small child. Aw. But once he hit her on impulse like he just did, his restraint was all gone. Satoko was crying and holding her left cheek. She might have suffered a cut on the inside of it when he punched her. Ouch! She had bloody drool trickling out of a corner of her mouth.
Fucking hell, that did it! The center's gonna be back here next week. I'm gonna be in real shit if it's still swollen by then. Ah, god damn it! This is more trouble than it's worth! Quit with the Nini already! Ugh, are you supposed to be a broken record or something? Can it, you little bitch!
Teppei kicked her, and she curled up on the floor. Ever since Rina had abandoned him, nothing good had happened at all. All he got was a whiny little girl. All she can do is cook and clean. Other than that, she just acts scared all the time. So once Satoko started crying like an infant, Teppei also lost his mind.
I said shut up! Didn't you hear me? Who are you whining to?
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Oishi-san, will you please leave us alone for today? Satoko is in danger as we speak.
Hey now. If you touch me, I can arrest you for obstructing the law.
Damn it.
Stop it, Kei-chan. He's just trying to piss you off.
Hey, old man. You won't live long with that kind of attitude. Oh, now I'm scared. If you keep on talking to me like that, I'll arrest you for threatening an officer.
Calm down, Keiichi-kun. He's on our side.
What? What are you saying, Rena?
Can't you see? He's being nice to you right now. He's saying these things because he's a policeman, but I still think he's on your side. If he really wanted to make us leave, he wouldn't be talking to us like this. He'd simply use force.
But he's still blocking our way right now. How can he still be on our side? Kumagai. Oishi-san, you've got a call in the cruiser from the chief.
Oh, thanks.
Give me a second. Chat, how has audio been? Just because my monitoring audio isn't the best right now. Is Cal too loud or anything? Please let me know.
I was yelling.
It's okay.
I've got to go for now. Start vacating the area, please.
Okay, you're getting in the red even though you're not yelling, so that's not good. Audio's good for me.
you?
I don't believe you. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, when it's going in the red and you're just speaking normally, then that's an issue. Just fine for me. I turned it down a smidge, but let me know if it's too quiet. Thank you guys.
If you take another step forward, I'll take it as a declaration of war. Got it memorized?
Okay, Axel Kingdom Hearts. God damn it.
Hello, Oishi here. Reading you loud and clear.
Oishi-san, how's the situation there?
It's fine. Everyone's being perfectly reasonable. There are quite a lot of people here, so it's taking time to break them up.
Really? We're still getting calls from the Child Consultation Center. They're wondering when you can get them out of there.
They'll leave soon. I've already spoken to the leader. It's taking them time for him to explain it to his people. If they call again, tell them to wait for a little bit.
I heard that the Onigafuchi Guardians are back in action, but it seems like it's not getting too messy this time.
Yes. The damn conflict's been over for a long time. Just give them a little bit to pack up and leave.
Oishi-san, how could you lie to him like that? You haven't made any progress in persuading the leader yet.
Now, was that really a lie?
The chief warned us that this could turn into a riot. I think we should call for help and shut this down before anything happens.
Kuma-chan, don't be mean.
Excuse me?
He's got this many people together in order to help his friend. That's no small feat, you know? The whole village is here, and that means he persuaded Oryo Sonosaki. It wouldn't be easy for a young boy like him to persuade the Empress.
You think Oryo Sonozaki is backing this crowd?
The girl they're trying to help is Satoko Hojo, the daughter of the dam supporters. It's hard to believe that the villagers would be trying to save her. There was a thick wall between them and the Hojo family. But he broke that wall down in just a few days. Actually, I've been following his progress up to this point. I saw him at their Watanagashi planning meeting. He's a damn courageous boy. The elders screamed and yelled at him, but he wasn't scared at all. He magnificently brought them over to his side. After that, they told him that they'd support him if he could also persuade Oryo. Since he's here today, he apparently also succeeded in doing that. He's gonna be someone big one day. You should probably get close to him while you still can.
Play mahjong with him. I knew it. You were taking it easy today. You're normally very direct, so I was surprised when you started negotiating with him.
I want to see my Abara-san earn a little credit today.
Oishi said something that he shouldn't say as a policeman. Kumagai had to struggle to understand what he meant. Giving Oishi a thin smile, he asked him a question. Do you want to leave without disbanding them?
Nah, we don't need to treat him special. You don't know anything about the Onigafuchi Guardians. You and Mayabara-san both. They're not as weak as you think. You'll see.
You want to wait and see what they do, huh? As usual, we're doing a thankless job.
Want a cigarette?
Kumagai accepted the offer, taking a cigarette from Oishi's hand. I almost said hand. What? Oishi's hand? What the fuck am I saying? In the next moment, 2 black vehicles stopped short in front of the building, their brakes screaming under the stress.
There they come. Look closely, Kuma-chan.
Several men wearing well-tailored suits emerged from the vehicles. Some of them looked like muscle-headed gangsters, and some of them more resembled intelligent businessmen. There was a clearly overbearing old man in a hakama with a crest, and what looked like a whole circle of Yakuza leaders arrived after him. Oh, I think I know why my audio is being shit. There we go.
What was it?
Because I changed the output for my entire computer to be something else, it was frozen in the state of what I had it in before, which was lower.
I see.
Computers are dumb, everybody. Computers are really dumb. Anyway. Oh, okay, I already read that. Got it.
Is Keiichi Mayabara-kun still present? Where is he?
Okay, I'm gonna turn you down now. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How do I... Where are you? Over... I swear, eventually. I'm gonna turn cinema... I'm gonna do this. There we go. Okay. I'll turn you down a hair. A hair. There we go. You're gonna be loud to me, but that's okay. I'm Keiichi Maibara. How may I help you?
Don't worry, we're on your side.
Who are you exactly?
Oh, hey, Uncle. Why are you here?
I can't believe he actually showed up.
Gion and Mion's surprised reactions made me feel nervous.
Keiichi-kun, you're the leader here. There's no need to hesitate. Let's go.
The group of men clapped me on the shoulders. But I can't go. The police are here.
Alright, stop right there, boys. I'm Oishi from the Okinomiya PD. Good afternoon. Where are you all heading? Who do you think you are? How could you stop law-abiding citizens from conducting a protest? Well, Sonozaki-sensei, we're here because the Child Consultation Center called us here.
Sonozaki-sensei? Is he a teacher from some school? Wait, no, I don't have time to joke around. This man in a hakama must be the Sonozaki family's representative on the prefectural assembly. I heard that he's a really scary guy when he raises his voice, just like Mion's grandma.
Shut up! Get away, you damn pig! Who gave you orders to get in their way? Chief of Police ordered us here. I can't disobey him, you know. The Okinomiya police chief? He's gonna hear some real complaints from me later. Tell him to be ready!
Oishi's partner was doing his best not to laugh.
Okay. I'll relay that message to him. Anyway, there are rules in this city. Like how the caretaker of a building can order people to vacate their property if he thinks that they can cause trouble for his business.
Oh shit, my phone. As Oishi-san explained in a strange, half-troubled and half-delighted manner, one of the intelligent-looking guys started talking instead of Representative Sonozaki. Hello, I'm the attorney, Sonozaki, from the Sonozaki Law Consultancy. Is that a word? Office? Consultancy. Why did I say it like that? I knew... Consultancy. It's like the necromancy of consulting. It's... I went over the laws that apply to the Child Consultation Center. Their claim is unjust, and it could be considered an abuse of their official authority. Here is a copy of the regulations. I should be reading this as like Saul Goodman. Furthermore, Keiichi Maibara-san is the appointed leader of the Hinamizawa Unified Council. This is the power of attorney issued by the council. The Hinamizawa Unified Council is a Good Samaritan organization of citizens formed under the observation of the Shishibone local government section. I can't do a Saul Goodman voice, but I can at least do a Chicago accent. That makes him a proper representative of the organization, and he went through the proper channels. Rejecting his appeal is a clear abuse of authority and violates the municipal public servant regulations. Shishibone. He would say it like that. Therefore, the order made by the head of the Child Consultation Center is unlawful, and if the police continue to interfere with this movement, then...
Okay. I understand. My apologies. Well then, you can carry on, everyone. That's what you should have said from the beginning. Let's go, Keiichi-kun. Wait, you might be disrupting their business if everyone goes inside.
Don't worry. Only the representatives are going in. Is even that going to interrupt their business? With 4 couches in the visitors' room, I assume they can easily hold 10 people in there.
I guess you know better. Please, go on ahead then. Mayabara-kun, let's go. Nobody's going to stop us now.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, Rena, Mion, Shion, Rika-chan, we're going in.
Yeah. Let's go.
Is this all part of Orio's plan? Probably. I didn't think she talked to these guys, too.
No matter how you look at it, it's the Sonozaki family giving us the most support. I wonder what made that hack change her mind.
I'm not surprised at all. I always believed that Michan's grandma would help us.
Really? I said some nasty things to her last night, but right now I could kiss her.
That'd be gross.
Alright, everyone, we're going inside.
Yeah! The crowd cheers. The main event is about to begin. Tomita? Maibara-san. No, that's you. I was Okamura. You're Tomita.
Please save Ojo-san.
Help rescue Satoko-chan!
Hey, Mayabara boy! Good luck!
This is your show. We wish you luck.
I did a V with my hands. I just need everybody to know.
Angel more grenadiers secure the path of retreat. Support the charge. Hey, show us what you got.
I will. I'm going to get them.
Mayabara-san, we'll wait for you here. We look forward to hearing the good news. Yes, bring us good news. I'll be waiting for you too.
I pumped my fist in the air in response to their high expectations. We entered the Child Consultation Center, backed by the power of the Sonozaki family. I finally made it! It was cool inside the building, unlike the outside world. I could still hear the crowd, but at a lower volume. It was loud enough to hear their cheers. The staff in the building must have known who we were. They tried to concentrate on their work as if they didn't see us.
Hello, sir. How may I help you today?
I'm Maibara Keiichi. For some reason, we changed the order of the surname. It's suddenly.
It makes me wonder if a different translation team took over for this episode.
Maybe? Because he's always saying, I'm Keiichi Maibara, which is how you would say it in English. But in Japan, they say the last name first. Or, yeah. I'm here to request that Satoko Hojo be put under protection immediately.
Just go get the person in charge here! A representative of the Hinamizawa Town Council is here to see him! he is unable to see you at this time, I'll take a message for him.
Hello, I'm a lawyer from the Sonozaki Law Consultancy Office. Consultancy. God damn it, it's gonna kill me! For the purpose of its future use, I will be recording our conversation from this point forward. We would like to be treated responsibly by the Child Consultation Center.
I will try and see if he's available. Please wait for a moment. Harayama-kun, it's been a while. Representative Sonozaki, how have you been? I'm here today as a member of the Hinamizawa Town Council. May I see the head of the office, please? Of course. Hey, you! Take them to the reception areas and the boss's room and serve them some tea!
I guess the power of a representative can really get public officials moving. I heard that there are both prefectural and municipal... that's a hard word to say! And municipal representatives in the Sonozaki family. We have the power of both of them today. And that means we have nothing to fear. We were inside his office, but the head of the office wasn't to be found. I'm sure he's somewhere in this building. All the exits are blocked. There's no way he could escape from us. He better not be thinking that he can hide from us all day. Also, hi, Forgotten Dreamers. We are trying to get the consultation center to put Satoko Hojo, who is being abused, into protection. Yay! The head of the office, in fact, was peeping out through the blinds of the meeting room on the second floor. He was shaking in fear. Why are they inside the building? What are the police doing?
Well, actually, both the prefectural and municipal Sonozaki representatives are here. They have a lawyer with them, too. They're asking for an answer, but only management has the authority to respond.
Okay, I've got it. Today is Saturday. It's nearly 3, right? I'll just stay here until then. Have them leave after we close up. Meanwhile, I'll talk with the municipal manager about what to do next.
I thought he told you to concede.
He said something about a town council. I was expecting a bunch of neighborly old men. I never thought I'd see representatives and lawyers and Yakuza. Who would have thought there would be 200 people out there?
Well, that's... Hinamizawa.
Anyway, the office is closing in 10 minutes. I'm sure they'll threaten me if I meet with them, but I'm not going to concede. That's my duty as a civil servant. I've been working for the government for 40 years, and I'm not ashamed to boast about that. I'll never compromise just because some gangster threatens me. In the next moment, the phone in the conference room rang loudly. The head of the office nearly jumped out of his skin. Scared even of the phone, he told the manager to tell whoever it was that he wasn't there.
Hello? This is Harayama. Oh, thank you. I'll let him know. Sir, it's the municipality calling.
Hello? I'm in deep trouble. There are about 200 people surrounding the consultation center right now. They even have representatives on their side. What should I do?
I did tell you this would happen.
But it's your job as a municipal... It's like that part in Finding Nemo. As a municipal government to control trouble within the town councils. Do something about this. It is your sworn duty to take care of this.
That's not our job. Our job is to support the growth of the local communities of the region, and...
I don't care. Can't you do something about this?
At this point, you have no choice but to accept their request. I think you should stop being so stubborn about policy. A government is there for its citizens. Isn't that right? Can't you just peacefully accept their appeal?
You're an official too, aren't you? How dare you take the side of the town council? I'm not going to concede. I'm going to follow the regulations. A civil servant's duty is to conduct business impartially. I've never broken that rule in my entire career. I passed the administrator's exam because I always follow the rules.
Well, it's your decision. We'll do our best to help. But I told you, didn't I? I know I did. I know I told you not to get them upset!
Fine, then I won't ask for your help anymore. I'm hanging up the phone. Click.
Certain. Even if you manage to get away from them today, they'll come back again on Monday. What are you gonna do then? I'm sure the mayor knows about this by now. They'll definitely come up at the weekly meeting.
I haven't done anything that would upset the mayor. No matter what he says to me, that's what I'll tell him. Ah! The phone rang once again. Also, once again, the head of the office trembled in fear. The manager had to reluctantly pick up the phone.
Yes? Can you transfer it here? Yes, this is the right office. One moment, please. Sir, you have a call from City Hall.
Ouch. City Hall. Not the municipal offices. Who is it now?
It's the mayor.
Oh,
I can be the
Yes?
mayor. Or you can be the mayor.
Go ahead.
I'll be the mayor.
You can be the mayor.
Yes, that's right. They're members of the town council in Hinamizawa. Yes, I understand. Please listen to what they have to say. Now, that's not true. It's important to be impartial and unbiased, but you must act according to the occasion. Yes, please do so. After you're done, please come to the mayor's office and give me a report. I expect you by 6 p.m. Thank you very much. The man spoke with a gentle demeanor, but in a tone that didn't allow objection. Then the elderly man in a double suit set the receiver down.
Thank you for that.
Awesome! Oreo was sitting on the couch in the reception area. Akane was there with her, too. Not a problem. It's been a while since you visited City Hall. I was surprised to see you here today.
Sorry for the surprise. If I'm going to ask someone a favor, I want to see them in person. Thank you, really.
It's no problem at all. I'm sorry that our staff were so impolite. I should have taught them better. Maintaining a good relationship between municipal governments and town councils is vital. So he says. However, the mayor couldn't believe that Empress Sonozaki came all the way to see him just to save one little girl. It's a huge deal when Oreo Sonozaki comes directly to his office. It's also unusual for her to do things indirectly to begin with. Rather than leading the charge herself, she was having Keiichi Maibara save Satoko. The mayor understood that she was doing this so Keiichi Maibara would get all the credit. Because of that, he was very interested in this young Keiichi Maibara. He sounds like quite the young man. I can't believe that he's gone so far just to save his friend from an abusive relative.
I know. He's one of a kind. I'm not worried about the future of Hinamizawa as long as someone like him is around. I can die peacefully now.
Please, Mother, don't joke around like that.
It was worth living this long if I was able to meet someone like him. Take care of that Keiichi boy if something happens again.
You've grown so fond of him. Are you still mad at me for not having any boys? It was now 3 p.m. and I heard the announcement that the center was closing. The head of the office finally showed up in the room. He seemed like a totally different person. When I first met him, he had a cold attitude and responded to questions with blunt answers. But now he was much nicer and agreed with everything we said. I guess the power we held must have intimidated him. If I was alone, I would have never gotten him to listen to me. It's thanks to everyone's support that I'm able to talk to him now. I understand. I'm very sorry for all the confusion. We will take action immediately. Manager, please call Hojo-san's house right now.
Yes, sir.
Satoko, finally! You're finally free!
yay.
Pepe stopped kicking her as he heard the phone ring. Let's do this. He could ignore the call, but if it was someone from the Child Consultation Center, they might become suspicious of him. He'd hurt Satoko enough to leave bruises. He couldn't let them visit, so he had no choice but to deal with them over the phone.
That's enough for now. You better remember where you hid the bank book by the time I come back.
All Satoko could do was curl up and cry.
Hello? Who is it?
Did you hear the car outside?
I did. I thought that was like a bird or something. It was crazy.
No.
I thought it was like a fucking vulture coming to swing.
No, it was somebody screeching their tires.
What a douchebag.
I don't know. I don't know.
Good afternoon. You know what? You can take Harayama because otherwise I'm going to be every character in this scene.
I will take Harayama.
Again? Do you guys have nothing better to do? Why don't you stop calling me at work and work on your other cases? You're getting paid with the taxes I pay, you know!
We're very sorry to interrupt you. One of our social workers will be visiting your home shortly. May I get permission for them to enter the premises, please?
No way! We're cleaning the whole house right now. We can't have any visitors today. Come back again some other time.
The consultation center wouldn't give up. Teppei wanted to hang up the phone, but if he did, he knew that they'd show up for sure. I was told that Satoko-san didn't come to school today. She's home, isn't she? If she's really sick, she should be resting at home, I expect. There's something quite urgent that I need to ask her.
What the hell do you need her for? I'm her guardian, so I'll answer you instead.
Are you refusing to put Satoko-san on the phone?
I'm not refusing. I'm just saying that I'll answer your questions in her place. Can't you see what I'm saying? What's your name anyway?
I'm asking you one more time. May I speak with Satoko-san, please?
Oh, damn it!
He thought dealing with government officials was a bit like playing whack-a-mole. If you hit them hard enough, they won't show up for a while. But today, whoever was on the phone seemed so provocative and self-assured. Teppei sensed that they'd definitely come to the house if he didn't put Satoko on. And if they sounded like that over the phone, if they came to the house, they might be bringing along more than just a couple of people. For all Teppei knew, they might even bring a police officer. If they did, he couldn't turn them away at the entrance. He knew too well just how scary police officers could be.
Look, wait a minute. I'll go and wake her up. Give me some time.
He covered the phone with his hand and spoke to Satoko downstairs.
Oh, Satoko. The Child Consultation Center wants to ask you something. Can you come to the phone, please?
Even though he had just been beating her, Teppei was addressing Satoko in a sweet, phony voice. It would disturb people to hear him talk like that. Satoko knew that his sweet voice was the scariest tone of voice he had. She couldn't refuse after hearing him talk like that, so she obeyed him and went upstairs. Whenever my dad is not abusive, I must say, but when my dad is mad, he laughs, and it's scary. There's a specific kind of laugh, too. He's like, and I'm like, oh, no. So I understand that. Teppei grabbed Satoko's shoulders with all his might and whispered in her ear.
No matter what happens, we're a happy family, right? Don't you dare forget that. All right?
Yes.
Remember, if you upset me, I'll destroy Satoshi's room. If you behave well, I promise you that I'll never enter his room again. Is that a deal? Huh? Huh?
He squeezed her shoulders even tighter. Satoko contorted her face in pain.
We're making up now, right? Huh?
Yes. We're a happy family.
Teppei gave the phone to Satoko as soon as she nodded. He stood behind her, continuing to grip her shoulders tight. It was like a raptor gripping its prey with its sharp talons. That's what we heard earlier. That was a raptor. Sorry. Some levity, a little bit of levity. Satoko Hojo-san, this is Harayama, speaking from the Child Consultation Center. How's everything going so far? Are you having any problems with Teppei-san? The volume on the phone was low enough that Teppei couldn't hear what they were saying. However, he squeezed Satoko's shoulders harder and urged her to say something, because her silence could be interpreted as a negative answer.
Yes. Everything's working out between my uncle and I.
You don't have any problems with him? Sure. Go ahead. Hello? Satoko? It's me, Keiichi. Are you okay?
Yeah. It's safe here.
Satoko, we're about to come save you. If you admit that you need help, the Child Consultation Center will put you under their protection immediately. It's not just the center either. The mayor of Shishibone City is supporting us too. Crazy, isn't it? It's all thanks to the Sonozaki family. Mion's grandma is doing all of this for you. Satoko always felt bitter toward the Sonozaki family because they were often the ones talking about her behind her back. She hated Oryo most of all. It didn't make sense to her that Oryo would do anything to help her. I know you went through a lot of hard times after the dam conflict. I didn't notice it, but you were being treated coldly for a long time. But I took care of all those people for you. No one will ever treat you badly in Hinamizawa again. I wish I could show you all the people that have gathered around the Child Consultation Center right now. Everyone from Hinamizawa is here to save you. They're even skipping the preparation for tomorrow's festival. Huh? Oh, sure. I have a message from the Sonozaki family. Mion's grandma said to say hello to you. She's sorry about how she treated you. She wants you to come visit her house sometime. You hear that? She's on your side now. She went to see the mayor in person just for you. But you know, the same goes for us too. We've been coming to the Child Consultation Center every day since you were taken away. Everyone has been supporting us, and all for your sake. Now we have the whole village of Hinamizawa on our side. Hang on, Rika-chan wants to talk to you.
Satoko? It's Rika.
Rika.
Keiichi brought it all to an end for you. The people of Hinamizawa aren't going to be mean to you anymore. So no one will ignore you when we go shopping together. They won't treat you differently from me anymore. No one will treat you coldly anymore.
Satoko wasn't sure if she should feel happy or sad that Rika noticed how badly the villagers were treating her. All she could do was let out a bitter laugh.
I can't believe that.
Indeed. I can't believe it either.
Rika?
Satoko was surprised. She was surprised to hear Rika's voice sound so mature over the phone. She almost sounded like a different person.
When you were taken away by your uncle, I thought it was an unchangeable fate. I gave up, thinking that there was nothing but a dead end ahead of us. I'm sure you felt that way too. But I found out that there's no such thing as fate. There's no dead end ahead of us. Keiichi broke that wall down and smashed it into a million pieces. A million. Satoko, don't give into misfortune anymore. We're almost there. All you need to do is nod your head.
But I have to get stronger.
That's because of how much you suffered. You're trying to overcome that. You felt guilty towards Satoshi because you hid behind his back when you were abused by your aunt. I know that you're trying to take Teppei's abuse as a form of self-punishment. I understand you're trying to get stronger as an apology towards your brother. I can escape that courage, and it shows how much you've grown up. Satoshi would be proud of you if he was here right now. He would pat your head. He would pat it so gently. Did you really believe what I just said? That's not good, Satoko. You're nowhere near as strong as Satoshi, not at all.
Rika's words were suddenly toned with malice, penetrating Satoko's heart the moment she thought she was saved.
You think that taking this abuse will make you stronger. But is this really that different from last year? You're just waiting here for Satoshi to come home. You're waiting for him to come back and save you again. You don't even know what kind of strength Satoshi held within him. Satoshi didn't just cry and quake in fear like you're doing. He fought. He fought his horrible aunt. He fought in order to save you. Remember the sight of Satoshi standing up to your aunt, the one you cried in terror from, with his arms spread wide to protect you.
Satoshi was just as scared as Satoko was. All she'd ever seen was her brother's back. She had no idea what kind of expression he was wearing on his face. He didn't want to stand in front of his furious aunt, but he had no choice if he wanted to protect his sister. Satoko never once saw how scared he was, and she never once saw how courageous he was in spite of that.
Satoshi fought. He didn't just take the violence that was dealt to him. He fought it and struggled against it. I was no different from you once. I stopped fighting because I gave up. I stopped struggling against it. I chose to accept fate and quietly endure my pain. I thought it was a waste of time to seek help. Just like you. I was just waiting for someone to come along who would change my circumstances, but I've decided to fight. That's why I'm on the phone with you now. I'm going to change this fate on my own. I'm going to persuade you to nod your head. Satoko, he's right behind you, isn't he? God damn it.
He's right behind me, isn't he? Fucking goddamn it.
Not right now!
I know, I'm sorry.
Yes. He's here.
Look at his face now. See how evil and scary he looks. Realize how brave Satoshi was to fight back against that furious face. If you want to give something back to Satoshi, don't just take his abuse without seeking help. You have to do what Satoshi did for you. Can't you recognize that?
Satoko slowly looked back at her uncle, though she was afraid to do so. He was wearing an unpleasantly broad grin while gripping her shoulders so tightly. Ultimately, it wasn't even really about dealing with her aunt or uncle. It was about dealing with her fear. Satoshi faced his fear. He could have chosen to run from it or to sit and take it, but he fought for his little sister instead. He fought that fear and didn't falter. And what was Satoko doing? She believed that the violence she was suffering was the punishment she deserved. However, Rika wasn't wrong. Satoko wasn't trying to gain strength at all. She was only shutting herself out until someone came to save her. She wasn't doing anything on her own. She was only waiting for someone else to do something about it. Satoshi faced it. He faced this fear. That was his strength.
Are you scared? Are your teeth chattering? Are you feeling shivers running down your spine? That's exactly how Satoshi felt when he tried to protect you. You have to understand that. Do you know what Satoshi wanted from you? Do you know what he was trying to show you? If you don't know, Satoshi will never come back to you.
What's the deal? What's taking so long?
Satoko was consumed by fear. Her teeth were chattering, and she felt shivers running down her spine, and that was what Satoshi felt every time she cried.
Show us your strength, Satoko. Show Satoshi how much you've grown up over the past year. Show Satoshi that you've grown as brave as he is.
Rika, but I...
Even if she asked for help that very minute, Teppei wasn't just going to disappear. Once she asked for help, she'd need to survive until someone physically came to her house to rescue her. Satoko ached all over her body. Her wounds were pulsing along with her heartbeat. She could taste the blood in her mouth. It wasn't as easy as Rika made it sound. One nod wasn't going to solve everything at once. They had no idea how hard it was for her to nod. What did her Nini look like when he protected her? She couldn't remember his face, but she remembered the strength in his words. And she even may have heard a little bit of fear in his voice. But even so, he still fought. He faced his fears and fought for her sake. Satoko was scared, just like Rika said. Her teeth were chattering, and she felt shivers running down her spine. But she had to face him. She had to challenge him, to fight him, and to break the cycle.
Satoko, I'm going to give the phone to an employee of the consultation center. Tell them with your own words.
Yes. Yes.
Show me that courage.
Hello again. It's Hariyama from the Child Consultation Center. Please allow me to ask you one more time, are there any problems between you and your uncle? Satoko looked at Teppei again as she listened to the question. Looked straight into the face of terror. All she ever did was hide behind Satoshi's back. Show me that courage. It wasn't only Rika. Her Nini was watching her too. Excuse me? Could you please repeat that?
Help me!
The moment the words left her mouth, Teppei clocked his niece upside her head with every bit of strength he had in him. Satoko rolled down the hallway, still clutching the telephone receiver.
Oh, Satoko! You finally betrayed me, huh?
I hate you! Get out of my house! This house belongs to my Nini and me! This house belongs to my family! I hate you! Get out of here!
You little bitch!
Satoko wasn't going to just take a beating any longer. Instead, she spread her arms wide and jumped onto her uncle. Of course, that wasn't going to hurt Teppei at all. Satoko was as weak as a newborn puppy to him. That was, however, the best attack she had at her disposal. Satoko was fighting for the first time in her life. She had decided to stop waiting for somebody to save her. In the end, Satoko was the only one who could save herself. Enduring her uncle's violence had never meant anything at all. She had thought she learned something from her Nini, but she had been mistaken the whole time.
What's with that look in your eyes, huh? I'm gonna push your front teeth in!
But just as Teppei raised his fist, someone loudly hammered on the front door. Don't be policeman.
Teppei Hojo, open up! This is the police!
Teppei couldn't help but jump in surprise. It had barely been a minute since Satoko asked for help over the phone.
Open up this door! If you don't, we're gonna break it down! How did it turn out? How's Satoko-chan?
Satoko-chan asked for help. The Child Consultation Center is gonna take action now.
But she's still in danger. Teppei might kill her for betraying him. We had heard a violent noise right after she asked for help. In other words, Satoko had been brave enough to do that in front of her uncle.
We have to get there right away! Can someone give us a ride?
Several of the villagers who came by car started their engines. The crowd had started to realize what was going on. Damn it! We're coming as fast as we can, Satoko.
Oh, don't worry about that, Mayabara-san. Police entered the Hojo residence not a moment ago. He wouldn't have had any time to hurt Satoko-chan.
What? But why?
No idea. It's a mystery to me. Anyway, could you break up this crowd already? I'll be leaving for now, so excuse me. Have a good year.
Oishi must have contacted someone as soon as he heard Satoko asking for help.
The police had surrounded Satoko-chan's house ahead of time?
I get it. They were suspecting him of Rina's murder.
It all makes sense now.
Wait, who's Rina? What the fuck?
That is really funny. That, like, there's this whole other angle to this, and Keiichi's like, who the fuck is that?
What are you talking about?
Get in the car, everyone!
Get in the car! Sorry, there was a game I played where, you could tell people to get in the car, and it was funny. Anyway, get in the car!
Let's hurry back to Hinamizawa!
There were several officers combing the Hojo residence. Satoko was sitting by the porch, talking with another officer. She had some painful-looking bruises all over her face.
Satoko-chan, are you okay? Are you? Do I look okay to you? Oh, Coach, she needs treatment right away.
Don't be weird about it.
Let's take her to the clinic. Can you walk, Satoko-chan?
Satoko nodded to the coach and stood up. It looked painful for her, but even so, I felt relieved to see her better than I expected. However, the cruel bruises inflicted over her body were all too horrible to look at. I'll never forgive that man for abusing a little girl like her. My body shivered in anger.
Yay! Satoko.
Did you see what I did, Rika? I can act when it counts.
Yes, I saw your courage. You won. You broke the bonds of fate.
Both Rika-chan and Satoko cried and hugged each other. I soon heard another car coming. I immediately knew who it had to be. It was Oishi-san's police cruiser.
We should have acted more quickly. I'm sorry we weren't more help.
No, don't be sorry. If not for you, Oishi-san, he would have done even more horrible things to her. Thank you so very much. Uncommon Oishi W.
I guess you can be a nice person sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So, how's she doing?
The coach is looking after her. We gotta get her out of there right now! She was injured pretty badly.
Unfortunately, he's the only qualified doctor on scene.
I hate it.
Oh, Kuma-chan. What happened to Tepe?
We got him. Komiyama-san took him to the station.
So he won't come back to this house ever again?
It's not like he's going to get the death penalty or a life sentence. I don't want to think about this, but he might come back someday.
Yeah, well, we won't let him. I'll make sure he can never come back to this village.
Oh my, oh my. The successor of the Sonozaki family is saying such scary things already. You can't threaten him or anything, you know. I'm not gonna threaten him. I'm just gonna advise him that he should never come back to Hinamizawa or Okinomiya. Otherwise, something terrible might happen to him. I guess advice isn't too bad then.
So is Satoko-chan free now? Is that really it? Is it over?
I don't know. I think there will be more issues to come. Once Tepe loses his parental rights, they'll need to find a new guardian for Satoko. Someone has to take care of her. But there's no need to worry. I'm sure that the Sonozaki family is going to back her up. We'll make sure Satoko is happy.
Irie took Satoko to the clinic. He says her injuries aren't as bad as they look, though.
Really? That's good to hear.
I wonder if she can leave the clinic by tomorrow. I wonder.
I'm sure those injuries will take more than a day to heal.
That's not what she's talking about, me. Tomorrow is the Watanagashi festival.
It's been a really hectic week, but if we can all go to the festival together, I think that'll be our happy ending.
Right. It'll serve as proof that we got our happy world back with our own hands.
Yeah. I agree. I'm sure Satoko wants to see Kei-chan's auction in action.
Ah! I almost forgot about that. Me too.
We had more pressing matters, I feel.
Yeah.
Satoko will be coming for sure.
Before I knew it, lots of people from the village had joined us. They were the same people who came to the Child Consultation Center to support us. They wanted to know if Satoko was safe. Considering her injuries, safe might not be the right word. However, she is free from the curse of her uncle now. Her emotional scars will slowly heal. We'll be there for her, as her friends. No, it wasn't just us anymore. The whole village is going to be there for her. The ghost of the dam conflict won't haunt Satoko any longer. It was a very long week. In this 1 week, we united, we fought, we overcame, and we won. It wasn't an easy victory. However, the price we paid was more than worth it. Tomorrow is the Watanagashi Festival, the biggest festival in the village. It's a huge event where we worship the guardian of this village, Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama is a god who united two enemy peoples. The curse on the Hojo family has disappeared, and Satoko is truly going to be a part of the village. We'll all be playing at the festival together. This is a perfect happy ending. When our ordinary days were taken from us, we all felt so powerless. But now we have everything back. What else can you call that but a miracle? No, you can't actually call it that. Miracles can be created when everyone works together. What's impossible to do alone becomes possible when everyone joins forces. With everyone's power, we were able to make impossible things happen. And that's only a natural outcome of everyone doing their best. So it's not a miracle. In other words, it was inevitable. The old legends in this village tell us that Oyashiro-sama made it possible for humans and demons to live together. I'm not sure what that story really means, but I'm sure that Oyashiro-sama made something impossible happen. We can be proud of what we did. I'm sure Oyashiro-sama is proud too.
Hey, my Abara boy. We did it.
You pulled it off. It was worth showing up every day.
My supporters cheered me on. They were all glad that Satoko was finally safe. The sense of accomplishment at saving Satoko finally hit us, and we hugged each other, sharing praises for our struggle.
Yay!
Wow. I teared up a little
Oh, buddy.
when I was reading Rika's lines over the phone.
The more she got hurt, the more her heart became timid. The deeper her sadness became, the less she could enjoy happiness. The same time, the same world had repeated 1,000 times. The girl who had forgotten how to smile locked her heart away and isolated herself. When she noticed a light coming in through a gap, she raised her head. Did Pandora's hope ever really exist? Minagoroshi. With the courage taken back, the truth of the darkness can be revealed. The future she had given up on was now right in front of her eyes.
I thought that was the end of the chapter.
Want to take a break?
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe we should take a break before we continue.
I think so.
I just wanted to say before we take said break, I get so emotional over stories where, like, one of the big messages is ask for help. It doesn't make you weak to ask for help. And that's why Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game, because that is a huge message in that, to admit that you are weak and you need the help of others. And Satoko did just that. She was trying to endure the abuse to be strong, and that's not how to be strong in that situation. You are strong by reaching out and asking for help, despite what you know would happen. What you know would happen. Anyway, break time. Guys, I'm back. I have House of Leaves. It's so dense. It's so heavy. Listen to this, chat. I don't know if anybody heard that.
It didn't come through for me.
Probably came through for chat. Hi, Space. I've never read House of Leaves. I've heard mixed things about it, but it is referenced as a very liminal.
It's a
piece.
seminal work of the genre.
Oh yeah, it's from the year
So hi,
2000.
Space, hi.
I'm so excited. I've just been enjoying reading lately. So it's fun to read. Reading is fun. Read before bed. Good.
Sure.
I've been reading Firestarter by Stephen King, which is my favorite book. And it still is. It's such a good book. It's so good at portraying, like, the way Stephen King writes. He has like intrusive thoughts just go into the narrative a lot. And that works really well with Firestarter because of the main character Andy McGee having like psychic powers. So
Nodding.
yeah, and it resembles. I need to stop talking about Firestarter. It's really good though.
It's really interesting that both of our favorite books have the word fire in the title.
What's your favorite book?
That would be Firebringer by David Clement Davis.
I don't think I've heard of that.
It's a xenofiction book about deer.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Also, Space, to catch you up on what happened just before you came in, because I don't know when you came in. We've just saved Satoko from her awful, awful uncle.
We did! I'm so happy! Oh. Dungeon Crawler Carl. Seems like it's popularizing lit RPG the way Lord of the Rings popularized fantasy. That's really cool. Did we kill him? No, I think he just went to jail.
We did not kill him, but he has been arrested. He will not be coming back.
No. Satoko and Rika-chan were already there waiting for me. While the injuries on her face, covered with band-aids, looked painful, Satoko seemed to be full of life.
Where are the band-aids? Where are they? Why have you hidden them from me?
It almost looked as
Listen,
though...
We don't have the money to be editing sprites like that.
That's not that hard of an edit! I'm sorry! Though I am speaking as the person who said that Kahiro was pointing at the star and I did not make a sprite of her pointing. Lazy ass. Anyway. It almost looked as though her wounds were from playing too hard or something. So you stayed at the clinic last night?
Yes, I told him I was fine, but the coach wanted to keep an eye on me.
That's what the doctor said, then you should listen to him.
I see. You were scared to stay at the clinic alone, weren't you?
Who wouldn't
Wouldn't
be?
you be?
I heard there are lots of ghosts inside hospitals.
It's true. There are ghosts everywhere.
Satoko can't sleep without me.
That's gay.
Oh, why can't you sleep without her? Why? That's because Rika-chan the only one who can give her comfort.
No sooner had Shion finished that sentence than a bucket went flying into her face. Satoko started chasing Shion in circles like they were playing tag. I really missed this rambunctious fun.
I thought I'd never see this again.
I felt the same. But we got it back. We did this.
I think you did the most. It was your idea to go to the Child Consultation Center, and you were the one who asked everyone for their support. I agree. I think Kei-chan contributed the most. Most people in Hinamizawa know who Keiichi Maibara is by now. Everyone.
Oh, is Keiichi-kun gonna be a popular guy now? Is he?
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Oh,
Okay.
Mion, read your line.
Look, I was making sure the redeems got turned back on.
Mion.
Give me a minute! I bet he'll be incredibly popular. Popular among old ladies, that is. Ha! I really envy him. I love MILFs.
What the fuck is that, Mion?
I'd be fine with that if I could divide their ages by 3. 3? No. Many people were wearing yukatas. It was still June, but it felt more like it was the middle of summer. Was Rena a MILF? Once we finished climbing the stairs, we could see the festival and the crowd enjoying it. The Furude shrine was packed with people, leaving the grounds looking nothing like their usual quiet self. Lanterns of various colors were hung about, and people were swarming the various festival booths, giving the whole place an unorganized yet pleasant atmosphere. What a crowd! I had no idea there were even this many people in Hinamizawa. What a crowd, he says, and there's no one there!
Everyone comes to this festival. I think at least half the population of the village is here.
There's more than just them. The neighboring town councils and youth groups are invited too.
I see. We only have a few students in our school. That explains why there are so many kids around today.
Hearing the happy cheers of children is the best part of the festival.
She's right. I'm in agreement there. There were lots of booths around too. They were by far the best part of the festival. Booths selling takoyaki, yakisoba, shaved ice, apricot candy, sauce senbei, chocolate bananas. The shaved ice is the kakigori that I got yakisoba mixed with. There was a yo-yo game, a goldfish game, a shooting gallery. There were countless booths here. God, I can't wait for, like...
What the fuck is a yo-yo game? Do you have to walk the dog better than everyone else?
I don't know. I used to be able to do that with yo-yo. I used to be the yo-yo master. Not really.
Make me a yo-yo man.
Make me... But the yo-yo master kept yo-yoing. Anyway, those booth runners all came from the city. You can't call it a festival without festival booths. So we're going to have a battle in every one of them, huh? Please don't. I'm not going to lose today.
Let's do it. Yellow. Sorry I'm late. Am I the last one? Everyone's here now, huh? Once our club gets together, there's no way we can just sit back and enjoy the festival.
Of course not. We're doing it again this year. This Watanagashi festival for this 6 of us will be the battle of 6 evils.
Please no.
Satoko, there's no reason to hold back this year. Let's enjoy the festival with all our might.
You don't even need to mention it. I too declare that I will be the victor. I'm so glad to be voicing this character and not crying.
Yay! Yeah, Satoko! You go, girl.
Let's put everything that happened before tonight behind us. Let's play with everything we've got. It's been a good week since we all got together.
Yeah. Tonight we're all enjoying this festival to its fullest.
Okay, it's gonna be a montage of them doing stupid bullshit. Great. No! I want to voice Takano! No!
The monkey's paw curls!
No!
You don't have to watch bullshit, but you don't get to voice Takano!
I love how Irie showed up, and then Satoko and Rika looked done, and then he disappeared.
As we ran around frolicking, a lot of people approached Satoko. Some are concerned for her injuries, some sympathized with how she'd been treated so far, and some even insisted that she could rely on them if she ever was in need. And all of that must have been disconcertingly fresh for Satoko, who wasn't used to it. Satoko said that all the unusual kindness was making her feel uncomfortable instead, but I knew she was just being shy. Right now, this is just what it took for Satoko to truly feel that the village had been reborn.
I'm surprised you got all that. Damn.
I had to rush, because I knew it was gonna go away.
Oh my god.
My, hello! You all seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Hi, Rika-chan. I'm here like I promised. The festival sure has grown into a splendor.
Fun fact, a splendor is a sun with a face. In a different context.
I didn't know that. So like the baby in the sun in Teletubby?
Yeah, you would call that a splendor.
That's a
This is specifically
splendor.
in reference to like medieval portraiture.
Oh.
Who's this douchebag? You know him, Rika?
Akasaka is never there when I need him.
Huh? What are you talking about? Did I do something to make you upset?
While you were at the hot springs with your wife, things sure got hectic around here. Oh, Rika-chan is talking with some strange older guy. I wonder if he's someone she knows. I wonder.
No, I'm just talking to him for no reason. Who is he? Who is he? Introduce him to this old man too. I like dills too.
When Akasaka had arrived, I believed what it took to change fate was the power of an influential individual. Or so I thought. But it turned out that was a misunderstanding. Individuals don't make miracles. Everyone must come forward to make them happen. Fuck, I'm not gonna do it. Even if he had been there by my side, we probably wouldn't have been able to do anything, and would have only disappointed ourselves. I'm not saying that Akasaka was at fault. That's not the point at all. I may have considered him useless, perhaps. Even I'm rather astonished at my foul-mouthedness. Let's forget about such things tonight. It's been a couple of decades. Why not celebrate our reunion instead?
I want to point out, so these little narration, bits of narration that you have always like taken throughout the series, and it's usually like before we start an episode, and they usually say something like, "You're very likely to lose," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." Now I understand. It was Rika saying, "We will fail."
But they're always attributed to Frederica Berncastle. Isn't that interesting?
I am putting the pieces together. I see. Hey! My bottom boy! I heard what you did!
I heard about it too! I heard you fought Oreo-san with a sword until she finally gave in! Good on you!
I didn't do that! We just had a peaceful negotiation!
Still, I'm proud of you. You led everyone and actually negotiated with the center!
Hey you, I'll give you some apricot candy! How many do you want?
Wow, Keiichi-kun. You're so popular today.
I'm sure Keiichi is into old ladies too.
And he's damn right! Sorry. I don't know what Mika's trying to say, and I don't even want to know. Keiichi got a lot of attention too, wherever he went. In order to save Satoko, he took the initiative, and hence his leadership abilities were now known throughout the village. Moreover, him persuading the village council and Oreo herself were now legendary tales of his heroism. Everyone had understood just how much Satoko had been ostracized by the whole village, and they had also understood how unreasonable it was for it to continue long after the dam war was over. Seeing Keiichi's efforts to break through that taboo so refreshingly was a glimpse of a new future ahead for the village, and his heroic deeds were praised by young and old. With that said, now Keiichi Mayabata had become the hot topic among the Hinamizawa people. Naturally, everybody wanted a glimpse of this Mayabata Keiichi, and hence the bargain auction saw an unprecedented turnout. Even though he started off red-faced, once he got over his shyness, Keiichi showed his true colors, eliciting rapturous cheers from the crowd with sheer energy and momentum. The Watanagashi of Showa 58 of that day became home to a special fervor that was never before seen. Even after this, I'm sure Keiichi will continue to steer the village into new adventures to come. Having such a young leader appear has made the village elders rather reassured.
What was that?
Me dying for having to talk so fast.
Putting Cal through the ringer today with that narration. Oh, that's the guy who helped us yesterday. Thank you so much for your assistance.
No, I should have introduced him to you then. This is my uncle Saburo, who's in the prefectural assembly. This is my other uncle Ken, and he's in the city council.
I do understand why some of this shit was, like, skipped over in the anime, because, like, who from overseas is gonna understand the, like, intricacies of the Japanese diet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry that we were late yesterday. We got lost on our way there. No, you were both a great help. I was truly impressed to see the power of elected officials. Well, we're chosen to fight in place of the citizens. Of course we're strong. I think they have a lot of rice and stuff for their diet. Why I oughta.
It's true.
We're glad. What do you say?
I said, it's true.
We're glad Satoko-chan is safe. Talk to us again if there's anything you need. We'll be glad to help.
They rubbed Satoko's head while they spoke. Aw.
Everyone nice to her.
Everyone nice to my daughter.
Thank you very much.
She's not used to this.
Back in the main tent, having been the last to rush in, were the many influential Sonozakis. They were all folk who became indebted to yesterday. Except Satoko, everyone bowed their heads. Until just a few days ago, everyone present was someone who could have been bad-mouthing the Hojo family if they sat down to drink. But Keiichi had broken through it all. Having reflected upon their thoughtless insensitivities, I doubt any of these people will discriminate against Satoko again. In fact, they bowed their heads, apologized for their actions, and promised their assistance if anything were to come up in the future.
You must be proud of your son. Oh no, it's not really a big deal. Hey, Keiichi, we're here too.
Keiichi-kun's parents are here. Good evening.
Nice to meet you. Hachimemashite. I'm Keiichi's Meow Meow.
I'm his little meow meow. Keiichi's like,
I'm
you're not. I don't
Keiichi's-
call you that.
I am Keiichi's little Meow Meow. Rika.
Does he call you that? No.
No.
Nice to meet you. My name is Satoko Hojo.
So you're Satoko-chan. Such a poor little girl. Look at her face.
You can make use of Keiichi if anything happens again. In return, what would you think about... I am a pedophile.
Die.
Die.
Your father reminds me a bit of the coach.
A little bit. Sorry. That's just the kind of person he is, and he should go to jail.
Still, he seems very nice and fun to be around.
No.
Not talking like that.
No.
Keiichi's parents were also at the festival. They were made quite a fuss of for having such a magnificent son, being the parents of today's big hero. According to Keiichi, since his parents rarely left the house from being busy, this is a good chance for them to interact with the villagers. Keiichi's father had proudly volunteered to make posters for the town council if the need ever arose. I heard from Keiichi the posters his father makes are so good that people steal them. I look forward to seeing just what kind of posters they are.
Don't. Oh, Hanyu!
This is the best Watanagashi festival I've ever had.
Yes, I feel the same way. You've been around a lot longer than me. If it's your best one, then it must be mine too.
Oh, well. Still, I think this is the most fun and exciting festival we've had since it became known as Watanagashi.
The Watanagashi festival only became like this just a few years ago, didn't it? It used to be just a boring traditional ceremony that the Furude family held. And before that...
What was that?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
She finally came within signal range.
Yeah, that was Hanyu in my fridge, I guess. I don't.
She's beating to get out. You've trapped her with the alcohol.
She's jumping up.
She hates it.
She's jumping up and down in my apartment.
And before that, it used to be something different. More like the things that Takano was interested in.
Oh.
Sorry. We'll try not to be mean to you today. It's really hard, though. Let's go have fun! The both
She's
of us.
such a bully.
Special
Makes me
night
lose it.
for both me and you.
We still need to see. Okay.
I heard Hanyu whisper in disbelief that only recently there was a world where Shion tortured Satoko to death. That horrific world, this happy ending world, it's all the same Hinamizawa. I'm sure that the people who only know this world believe unwaveringly that Hinamizawa was destined to have a happy ending. Only Hanyu and I know, only the bystanders know, that here in Hinamizawa, beyond a membrane so thin that it was even thinner than a goldfish catching net, were worlds which were bad, which is why I'm certain that we understand better than anybody else just how much of a blessing this world is. If Keiichi and the others gave in to their temper without fighting side by side, this day would have never come. If Keiichi lost his temper, he would have committed a crime today. The same goes for Shion. She'd be a criminal by today. In Mena's case, she would have already be 3 moves ahead and would have already finished the burial by now. Only Mion never blew her fuse. I'm not sure whether to call that prudent or cowardly. Oops, that was uncalled for. Of course, there was actually a world where I lost it. I ended up getting myself killed. How hopeless. Anyway, none of these worlds were any good. We weren't able to take back our happy world. So I'd given up hope, but nobody else had. We all united to bring about the miracle that needed to happen. A miracle happened because everyone united. This might come across as self-aggrandizing, but I don't think that there would have been a miracle if even just I had given up and denied unity. During that last call, if I hadn't taken the phone away from the receiver from Keiichi, I don't think Satoko would have sought our help. That's it. A miracle that couldn't have happened without everybody coming together. A miracle that wouldn't have been if even one of us had given up. And thanks to Keiichi, who taught me how easy it is to break through fate. I, who had given up from the outset. If everything is fate and there's a meaning to Keiichi's existence, then what is it trying to tell me? I already knew. The meaning of resisting fate and the means to fight it. Never again will I give in to fate. Not once more! The mirror opposite of what Hanyu told me, not to hold expectations for anything. Even Hanyu must be able to cause some sort of miracle if she just believed without giving up. Or so I tried telling her, but she's stubborn as the oddest times, and evaded me with a simple LL.
Hello.
What were you trying to say before Rika was yapping?
I don't remember.
Great.
I tried to put a pin in it, but it left me. Faded notebook. Would you like me to read the tip since you...
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Yes, do it, yes.
Yes. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Even God doesn't know when he will descend once more. He is constantly prepared for that day to come. Have faith in your God at all times. Your God doesn't even know when he'll see the light. Do not spare any effort. Study hard every day. Have the passion for discovery. You never know when you will be rewarded, but that day will come for sure. Until then, you must let the fires of your passion burn bright. Hifumi T. Who is Hifumi?
Even God doesn't know when they'll be called into work. How awful it is.
Damn.
True.
All right.
So, here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
We're at a juncture now where everything seems to be going pretty good. What do you think the mystery is?
Like who's gonna kill Rika?
Everything.
Everything.
Put your thoughts on the table right now. What do you think is the secret behind Hinamizawa? Obviously, I won't answer, and neither will anybody in chat, right?
Right?
But I want to know what you know. Or what you think you know.
This is such a broad question, though.
That's understandable. Let's hone in on the main aspects.
Okay.
We'll call it the tragedies before Watanagashi and the
Okay.
tragedies thereafter. Because
So,
Watanagashi is always a breaking point.
yeah, Watanagashi, there's like how many years in a row? Like 3 years in a row there were deaths?
It's like 4, I think.
4? The first year was like
let me remember. It's
Dam
Worker Man.
Dam Worker. Yep. And then it was Satoko's parents.
Satoko's parents.
Then Rika's
parents.
And then
Satoshi and Satoko's aunt.
Yep.
And that was
Aunt,
last year, and then it's this year. This is the 5th year.
Yeah. Okay. So we're on the 5th year. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm gonna be real. Maybe
Okay.
I'm like I do have media literacy. I swear.
You do.
I'm just like because like I figured out that it was connected to Rika somehow.
Yes, you did.
I did figure that out. I didn't know that she like I also was spoiled slightly by just, Higurashi being popular in the early 2000s. I knew Hanyu existed. I didn't know her name, but I knew she had horns, and I knew that Rika was possessed by Oyashiro-sama. So I was like, that's Oyashiro-sama. And I just knew that in my heart.
Which is crazy that in the grand scheme of things, not a huge spoiler.
I think it is. But like
okay, like I said, in the grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme of things, sure. Yeah.
Like, would you prefer to have been spoiled on that, or like all of the shit with Shmion? That's the sort of shit that I mean. Because that's a big mystery that we can put in the past, and we've solved that. We know what the deal with Shmion is.
Yeah.
That was one of the first mysteries that you understand, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's go back to my original question of pre-Watanagashi mysteries and post-Watanagashi mysteries, because the pre-Watanagashi, why did I roll my R? The pre-Watanagashi mystery of this chapter is not really a mystery. It's just a tragedy, one that we now see the full scope of. Why was Satoko being abused? What was the deal with that? What's her uncle's deal? Blah, 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 blah. And we can sort of fit this into the other chapter where these same events happened in a different way.
Mm-hmm. So, like, the Satoko chapter, the 3rd chapter?
Yes.
Yeah. Where Keiichi ended up killing someone. I don't know if it was Teppei, but killed someone that he thought was Teppei. Okay. I want to go back to that chapter, actually. At least
Let's examine that.
Okay, because I feel like that is a key to a lot. Because as you may have noticed, chat, there was chapter 1 where Keiichi went crazy and killed Mion and Rena. And everything was through his perspective. So we didn't realize he was going crazy. We just thought that the town was turning on him. He was just being paranoid.
Yes.
As it was revealed recently. Then chapter 2 was the one where Shion, and we didn't know it was Shion, we thought it was Mion. Chapter 2 and then like chapter 5 were both the same story, just told in different perspectives.
Yes.
So Shion went crazy for that, killed Oryo, killed Rika, killed Satoko, right?
I think of all of the, like, characters that you can consider allies, Shion has somehow the largest body count.
Yeah.
She went fucking brutal. She went full postal on, like, her entire family.
Shion went nuts. Shion also killed Mion, right? Or let Mion go.
No, she killed her. Yeah.
She did. She pushed her out, like, the window at the end, right?
No.
No, that was
I think-
Shion who, like, fell out the window.
Yes. I need to get you on that fucking video that's like Mion spotting or Shion spotting or whatever. But regardless,
as long as there's no spoilers for upcoming things.
No, I mean, like, I won't show you that video until the very end of us playing this game.
So,
just in case.
Yeah, chapter 4 was a prologue. And chapter 6, Rena went crazy and killed a bunch of people. And was paranoid and almost burned the school down. So 3 is the outlier. Who went crazy then? You could argue and say it was Keiichi, because he did kill somebody. He did. But the way it ended was completely different. Did Takano still was found dead in Tomitake, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we know Keiichi didn't do that.
We know he didn't do that. But the thing is, the way it ended, they did find Rika dead. But there was like a volcanic like gas leak that killed everybody in Hinamizawa. And that was weird. There was also the weird thing with Keiichi where they said he was at Watanagashi, first of all, even though he wasn't. So they were probably just covering up for him. And his mind went crazy and he was like, there's a double of me. Oh no. But that's probably not what happened. They were probably just covering for him because it was obvious that he was what he was doing.
I will reveal that to you.
Okay.
I don't think it's a spoiler to
Okay.
reveal the mystery of that chapter specifically.
Okay.
Keiichi did kill Teppei. He
Okay.
fully whacked that man. And
So,
he buried him.
Why did Satoko say he was still alive?
Because Satoko, as we learned in this chapter, by that point, was already broken.
Okay.
He saw that she was hallucinating
So,
Teppei being there just from the principal's footsteps. He wasn't really there.
I got it. Okay, I didn't think she could hallucinate him that much. That's kind of crazy.
We know that she can hallucinate that far because she's sick.
Mm-hmm. So does she? Okay, you don't have to answer this. But like, with like her symptoms, like being both like physical and mental, like it seems to me she may have schizophrenia. Because this feels like a symptom of schizophrenia, where there's a trigger and you hallucinate something that's not there, or you have a hard time like realizing, oh, it's not real, you know? That sounds like schizophrenia to me, and I do know that there was like some sort of tip very early on that like talked about schizophrenia. I thought it was in reference to Rena.
It was.
It was. Okay.
Rena was diagnosed with I don't remember if they described it exactly what it was, but she has been diagnosed with some form of schizoaffective disorder.
Got it. It's possible Satoko could also have some sort of schizophrenic disorder. But I don't know, like, I'm sure it'll be revealed, like, what Satoko has,
Yeah.
later. So, Satoko was just hallucinating.
Yes.
And also, Keiichi's friends were just covering for him. Why did Keiichi have the ability to will people into killing themselves in Chapter 3? That's my question. Because he wished for Irie to die, and Irie killed himself. I think he willed Takano. He's just like that. Oh, okay. He just has that ability. He's just like James in Return to Silent Hill. He's able to psychically summon Pyramid Head to kill people.
So fucking stupid.
I'm sorry.
Higurashi. This story's so much better.
I'm sorry I have to bring that up every time I think of it, because it's the funniest thing that happened in that movie.
He's just got the powers of low tier god.
He does! He does!
You should kill yourself! Now!
Did I tell you that there is a mod we like to use for Lethal Company, where it's just low tier god lines during a thunderstorm?
That's so scary!
It replaces the thunder sounds with low tier god saying, "Kill yourself!"
That's so fucking scary!
It's really funny. We also replaced loot bug noises with low tier god at one point, and I like turned the corner and see loot bug raise his little arms and go, "You will ride my dick till you die," and I was like, oh. I wonder, I don't remember if I was streaming that, but I was crying. Anyway,
Awesome.
Keiichi has low tier god powers in chapter 3. I'm talking about this because this feels like an outlier. Was this just a weird coincidence, or was Keiichi like imbued with some strange power for some fucking reason? Was this just like Rika was talking about, like throwing a die and he was just rolling a 6 every time? Like,
Maybe.
Maybe this was just the freak timeline.
Like,
Okay.
the timeline rolled all 6s just exactly when Rika didn't need them.
Yeah. Anti-Hanyu.
That's so scary.
Yeah, is this implying that Hanyu can kill people with her mind? Or she can, well, I guess she can, like, resurrect people to kind of resurrect Rika.
We should let her try.
We should let
Yeah,
her try.
okay, so we've pretty much compartmentalized that.
Mhm.
This is where I say that we can pretty handily put a pin in tragedies that happened before Watanagashi and maybe a couple of days thereafter, and stuff
Mhm.
that only happens
Mhm.
post Watanagashi.
Mhm.
So, Shion going crazy, Keiichi going crazy, Rena going crazy, that is all pre-Watanagashi stuff.
Okay.
And then we have stuff that only happens on Watanagashi night or later. Which
Takano
is stuff like...
in the barrel.
Yes.
Mm.
Takano and
Komatake.
Jiro dying. Why did I call him Jiro? Like I know the man. Yeah, this is my main Jiro.
My guy Jiro. Homie Jiro.
What other shit happens post Watanagashi? Yoma help. I'm sure there's more.
Homie Take.
Omitake, yes!
My homie.
And we can pretty readily assume that the entire village is wiped out at the end of a timeline, no matter what. Oh, also Rika dying.
Yeah. Yeah, because the gas leak didn't just happen in chapter 3. It also was implied to happen at the end of chapter 6,
Yes.
which we just went
So
through.
even if we don't see it, we can assume that at the end of a timeline, the gas leak happens and everyone dies.
Okay. Does Rika doesn't know about that because she dies before that happens. Right?
Yes, she has no idea about that.
Oh. So we're not going to be able to prevent that.
I think that's about it. I think that's about it too. It's the lovers dying, Rika gets murked, and then the town dies.
So
Usually in that order.
the other crazy mystery, like I'm gonna compartmentalize all these different mysteries. There's a mystery of chapter 3 where why the fuck can Keiichi psychically blast people, and then there's the mystery of Takano. 1, how is Takano dead before she's dead? Because, like, they say they find her body at a point, like it has been there so long that there's no way she could have been at Watsunagashi. Like, it's been there for days. So, like, that's weird.
They say that in, like, a lot of timelines.
Yes. Why, who is killing Rika? And it's probably the same person killing Takano and Tomitake. And what is the deal with her notebooks, and why do they make people go crazy? Do they make people go crazy? Is Takano doing this on purpose? These are the questions I have that I am focusing on.
Okay. I think that's a good place for us to continue.
Okay. There's so much shit. So
There
dense.
is, but we're gonna start unlocking.
Alright. Alright. I'm gonna take a big old gulp of water.
I'll crumple you, sweetie.
I'll crumple with you, sweetie.
Is it sweetie pie?
I'll crumple with you, sweetie pie.
I don't go there. I don't know these things.
I don't know.
I know more about fucking The Simpsons via Homestuck fan comic Vast Error than I do from ever having actually watched the show.
Beautiful. I think that's great. All right.
Do you think that's great? You sound like you're in pain.
Yeah.
I think that's just amazing. You're like gouging claw marks in your arm.
I'm so happy for you. I'm scared.
Yeah. I remember you telling us about that.
That's Tomitake reacting to you talking about the Homestuck.
No, he's looking at me with such sad eyes. He's so disappointed in me. But why?
Why? I'm gonna cry.
Tomitake sees me browsing MSPA.net, puts a hand over mine, and is like, promise me you'll stop.
I am beside myself with laughter.
Why do you think Takano-san and I will be murdered?
My. Frankly, it would be an honor for us to be the victims of the 5th curse of Oyashiro-sama.
Calm your tits.
What?
Calm your tits.
Calm your tits. As I'd expected, they didn't really take me telling them that they'd be killed on the night of the festival seriously. They did keep their promise to tighten up my security after I showed them the ritual storehouse. However, they hadn't given one thought to their own safety. Oh well, like I said, I didn't expect them to believe me. If they were willing to take me seriously, I could have easily changed their fate a long time ago.
I'm only going to tell you this one more time. Tomitake, you're going to claw out your throat and die. Takano, you're going to burn to death on top of some mountain.
I'm going to claw out my own throat, like the terminal symptoms of L5. Don't worry, I took the shots. I don't have the disease.
What happens
If you remember,
Yeah?
that's the same thing that they said Satoko had. They said that she was L5.
Ah, the tables are turning. What happens to me is horrible too. I'm going to burn to death on some mountain. Did you have a dream about that?
I just want both of you to be careful, at least for tonight. Please listen to me, even if you don't really believe it.
Did you have an ominous vision about some danger befalling us, perhaps?
Yes! Jesus!
Don't worry. You're under the protection of the mountain dogs. You've had 8 security guards watching you today. Having this conversation in the air above Hinamizawa standing at a 75-degree angle. Good lord. You're right. God damn it.
Thank you very much. I know I'm being protected, But I want you guys to be careful too.
I can't unsee it now. Fuck!
No. Like, I'm always, like, vaguely aware of it, but I can let it fade into the background until someone mentions it again. Thank you for your concern. We'll be fine. I've even been working out. Show me. I think I can protect myself.
Tomitake flexed his biceps and smiled.
Yeah!
He was probably trying to make me feel better. All he really did was make me feel sadder. This is the sad part about being me. I know the future, but I can't tell them. It's as if that was a rule of this world. People tend not to believe what I tell them.
But you are going to die. If Tomitake and Takano die, I'll be killed next.
Muted because you're laughing.
If the two of you are dead, who will protect me?
It sounds like you had a horrible dream. Don't worry. Even if we die, the mountain dogs will still protect you.
Are you really sure they would? They've never protected me before.
That's not true. They saved you when you got in a fight, remember? They're watching you at all times. Of course they aren't on alert at all times, but just as you requested the other day, the security around you is still extremely strong. You even have a better security team than Dr. Irie.
They'll keep on protecting me even after you die?
Of course. You're the most important person to us.
So you're sure that we're getting killed tonight? That's too bad.
If you have no intention to survive, then I only have to worry about myself.
My words must have left a mark on his heart. He looked much more serious after I said that to him.
Good grief. Okay then, I'll be extra careful tonight. I'll take a security guard with me when I'm going back to Okonomiya.
What is L5?
Good question. Let's keep reading.
No, like, is that a real thing?
No.
Okay.
I will give you that it's not real.
That's all I wanted to know. Because I didn't want to, like, look it up and then, like, get spoiled for
No, it's not. It's for this.
Okay.
I think someone might attack the two of you if you're alone together. Make sure not to be alone with each other tonight.
My, are you jealous? You're such
Rika
a
says
precocious... What?
Rika says chastity. Not before marriage.
You're such a precocious girl. Like I thought, I can't change their fate. When we saved Satoko, everyone shared the same sense of urgency. That's why we all got together and saved her before it was too late. However, these two have no sense of urgency at all. How can I make them understand? I sighed and gave up.
Tomitake, Takano, goodbye. Thank you for everything.
Hey, wait, Rika-chan.
I had nothing else to say to them now. Instead, it might be worth talking to someone else. If I could get someone else to protect them, I might be able to change something. I can't give up yet. Fate is as thin as a piece of paper. It's just like the lid on a jar of jam. It's not going to open unless you believe it will. I have to believe that I can change my fate. If I don't, it's not going to change.
Tomitake-san and Takano-san. Are you sure about this?
Okay, hang on. I'm remembering the scene in Chapter 3 with Keiichi going to Irie. I don't remember exactly what he told Irie. That made Irie say to get the mountain dogs and get the serum or syringe or whatever. We know that at least some characters believe that the syringe causes the clawing up the throat thing. So I'm just like, I wonder if these characters just contracted L5. But like, it's coming together, sort of. I've told Irie about this so many times in the past. Irie tends to listen to me more seriously than Tomitake and Takano do. However, that doesn't mean that he can actually do something about it.
I'm the shrine maiden of Oyashiro-sama, and I have a bad feeling about this. Is that not a good enough reason?
I understand. It might be a message from Oyashiro-sama. If that really happens tonight, it would be the 5th time in a row. I'll tell the two of them to be cautious, too.
All Irie would end up doing would be warning the two of them, which was exactly the same thing as what I did. In other words, it wouldn't matter in the least. Irie is just a researcher, and he has no ability to deal with unexpected trouble. That's why Takano works for him, after all.
Please talk to them. Please.
Who else would treat me seriously? Who would be able to prevent Tomitake and Takano's death? That's right. There's one man who's been fighting the curse of Oyashiro-sama with all his might. Oishi. Yeah!
Oh, it's Furude-san! I've been looking for you. Akasaka-san wants to say goodbye.
I guess he and I are not meant to be.
You're still upset about last week. Akasaka-san really regrets that he wasn't able to help you. He says he'd love to come back to Hinamizawa again when he has his next vacation. But his wife took it personally. She's pretty, his wife, but she can be scary too.
I don't know why it took me so long to think about this, but that chapter where we see baby Rika tell Akasaka all of the shit that's going to happen, she knows that's going to happen because she already lived through it.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
She is desperately reaching out to someone, anyone who can save her, because at that point she's not been in the loop for too terribly long, because there's still years before Watanagashi happens. She's probably in maybe her 4th, 5th year of that tragedy.
Oishi, I have something important to tell you, but no one else believes me.
What's the matter?
I've spoken to him several times in the past, too. He usually takes me pretty seriously. However, after they die, he starts suspecting me. That's why I stopped talking to him. It's so funny to me that Akasaka, this chapter, shows up like the second coming, and then he doesn't do shit for the rest of it. He just goes to a festival and leaves. Kind of pissed off about that.
Where did you hear that? Where at the festival?
I told him that I heard someone talking about murdering them in the crowd. That way he might not be suspicious of me after the murder really happens.
Tomitake-san is not from around here. Takano-san, that makes 2 people. One is gonna die and one's gonna disappear. This could be the 5th year of the curse of Oyashiro-sama. I can't take this as anything more than a rumor, you understand. But just in case, we'll keep our eye on the 2 of them tonight.
I think they were saying they were going to attack them somewhere between Hinamizawa and Okinomiya.
Tomitake's body will be found on the road leading out of the village. From what I remember, he's discovered where the concrete road turns to gravel.
I see. I'll have a cruiser patrol around there. We can spare that at least.
He agreed to get involved, and he wasn't suspicious of me either. I'm sure it seems odd to people that Oishi actually believed this phony-sounding story of mine. The thing about Oishi is that he strongly believes that there's no smoke when there's no fire. I've learned from experience that he tends to believe my information. However, that personality of his has caused me so much trouble in previous worlds. Of course, there's no question why he's so eager to believe me either. This is his last chance to expose the curse of Oyashiro-sama before his retirement. Even if it might be fake, he still wanted to believe it. That was convenient for me, since I couldn't show proof.
Hey, Kumo-chan, we read? Can you hear me? Have a cruiser patrol the road back to Okinomiya. No, it's just a precaution. I heard rumor that something bad might happen around there tonight. Yeah, 2 officers would be fine. Thank you.
Thank you. No one else believed me, and I didn't know what to do.
It's my job to believe these things. I'll just be glad if nothing happens. Be happy to swing and miss! Well, that's what my lead colleague used to say. And besides, it's even worse if you ignore what you're told and don't take precautions, you know?
See, that's his way of thinking about things.
That was why he believed me without question. I hope he won't consider me a suspect after they find their bodies tomorrow. I shouldn't worry about that now. I can still do more. Who else should I talk to? Should I
She's
talk
got
to
like
my
a list.
Should I talk to my friends? I can't give up. I should at least try. No way! You heard someone talking about that? On the day of the festival? That's so wrong.
You mean the curse, right? You're talking about the curse of Oyashiro-sama that might happen tonight?
Yes, it's happened 4 years in a row. Lots of people think that it's going to happen again tonight, too.
What they believe is their business, but it's not nice for them to talk about Tomitake-san and Takano-san like that. I think you should talk to them about it just in case, I think.
I already did, but they didn't believe me.
I bet they didn't. But it's too late if something really does happen. I think you should talk to Oishi-san.
I already did.
Huh, I'm kind of impressed you've done all that, Rika-chama. I agree that they should take every precaution, especially tonight.
A series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa, commonly known as the Curse of Oyashiro-sama. I really don't want them to keep happening every year. Somebody might end up imitating it, and it's bad publicity for the village, too.
So if nothing happens tonight, it means the curse is over, right? We should definitely make sure that nothing happens then. My question is, and I've been thinking about this a lot, and I just keep forgetting to bring it up. So Rika has experienced every curse of Oyashiro-sama death. She has seen them firsthand. She has lived through them. So my question is, she was probably trying to prevent each one as it looped. So that gets more levels of fucked because she's getting less and less time to prevent less and less deaths. So now she can only prevent this one, like the deaths during this and her own, obviously.
We did see that tip a couple of chapters ago where it was about Rika and her mom, and essentially what it boiled down to was Rika being like, I've given up on thinking of her as my mother because she just doesn't understand me, and I've been alive so long that we are no longer on the level.
Fuck. I do remember her mentioning something about trying to save her parents or something. Or what, her parents or somebody else, maybe Satoko's parents, or maybe Satoshi. But fuck, I'm just curious how those like entire like deals went and like what she tried to do to prevent everything and who ended up dying and like if it was the same people every time or what. Like
I'll give it to you for free that we don't get to see that. So
man,
it's time to make your fanfiction.
It's just interesting to me. I've been trying to bounce all this around in my mind. This is what I get for missing out of streams.
You have work, bud. It's not your fault.
Fine. It's also dense.
Yeah.
So if nothing happens tonight, it means the curse is over, right? We should definitely make sure that nothing happens then.
What can we do? Are you suggesting that we should patrol around the village or something?
Yes.
I think patrolling might be even more careless. Do you really think we can do something about this?
For starters, there's a chance some deviant trying to imitate the serial murders might be within the Watanagashi Preparation Committee, so let's be wary of any unfamiliar faces.
It's easy for us to tell strangers apart from the locals. We can spot them right away. I think we'll be fine.
I'm also stuck on that space. I think Takano is I'm sorry, I just got a message. Hang on.
Tell them
Oh,
to
okay.
fuck off.
No. I didn't know if it was like asking me for something or if just like informing me of something. It's just informing me of something. Okay. I think Takano might be in a similar situation to Rika, and Rika just doesn't know it. I'm throwing that out there. Nobody confirm or deny it. I'm throwing it out there. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Not that
I'm
long.
confirming that you're my friend and I love you.
Wow. Thanks. I love you too.
Yay!
Wow.
Yay! Oh my god, yay!
Friendship and love.
Tomitake.
You're skipping through the meadow going la 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 la.
Wow! Tomitake and Takano will still be killed.
Mika-chan. Alright, let's try to do what we can.
I agree. We can't protect them all night, but let's stay with them at least until the festival's over. As long as we're there, the bad guys won't be able to do anything to them. I couldn't tell if they really believed me or not, but they listened to me at least. We decided to keep our eyes on Tomitake and Takano and protect them for the rest of the night. I guess I've done everything I can now. Now it's hard to believe this is enough to prevent their deaths.
I just have to hope nothing's happened when I wake up tomorrow morning.
Do you think that you can prevent Tomitake and Takano's deaths, Rika?
It might be impossible. Their deaths might be the bell that pretends my doom.
Oh, well.
Portends? Portents? Portents?
A portent is like a prophecy or a herald. And then if something portends, it is like the past participle of that.
Okay, so I said it right. Yay.
Yeah.
But Takano told me earlier that even if they die, the mountain dogs are supposed to keep protecting me. They might bring in more squads from Tokyo, too. Even if they die, the situation will be different this time.
And mine is going 3 places. There's two of them bitches. She can hop timelines or some shit like that. That's why I'm saying she's in a similar-ish situation. Someone else is in the barrel and she like faked her death. She's kind of weird like that sometimes. I don't know, I'm freeballing. I understand. Yeah, I've considered all these things. Like, what if there is a fucking Makino instead of a Takano? I'm thinking of like Mion and Shion, you know? Makino. It's probably a swear word in Japanese, and I didn't. Anyway.
Even if they die, the situation will be different this time.
What if it still doesn't work out?
Then
Too many twins in this place.
Too many twins.
Then I will just have to die. Anyway, I'm not going to give up until the very end. I'll struggle to my very limits. I won't give up and spend the rest of my time drinking wine.
Do whatever you want to do, Rika.
You still believe that nothing is going to change, Hanyu?
I don't believe anything. It's only fate.
Fuck you, Hanyu. I'm kind of hating Hanyu lately.
I keep getting hurt because
I'm hating her. Fucking
That's a
hate.
Joker's face. Yeah.
Keep getting hurt because I have hope, huh?
Tomitake. It's just Tomitake with green hair and mysteriously square bodyguard. No! If I'm an actress trying to get up on the stage, Hanyu is a real bystander. We have very different opinions when it comes to this.
Rika, no matter what happens, don't give up.
That sounds like you're convinced that nothing is going to change. Lately, the things you say have been pissing me off.
Me too, Rika! Me too! God damn it.
Oh.
I understand. Hanyu keeps telling me not to get my hopes up because she cares about me. Because I hope to defeat fate. I get hurt when that hope is betrayed. And the more I get hurt, the closer I get to losing my mind and disappearing. For Hanyu, it means losing her only friend. Losing me is probably the most unbearable thought for Hanyu since she has to live alone, unable to communicate with anyone else. I now believe that fate can be changed. Even when I didn't have that faith, I still believed that eventually I'd find a way to get out of this maze. Perhaps Hanyu knows something I don't. I might just be a goldfish inside of a fishbowl. There might be no way for me to escape my fate. Or stuck alone inside of a fishbowl, yet every day I knock on the glass, believing that I can break it someday.
Hanyu probably knows about the gas leak. I hate this bitch. Hanyu keeps telling me that I'm wasting my time. If I get hurt, I hate that bitch! If I get hurt and die, she would have to survive all by herself inside the fishbowl. At that, I think I finally understand our difference of opinions. Hanyu has lived for a much longer time than I have. Because of that, she understands the laws of this infinitely spanning world better than I do. No matter how much I refute Hanyu, I can never refute the truth. And so, I still have to believe in my own faith. I believe in a spear that will place or pierce the wall of fate. My faith will make that spear sharper than ever. We found Tomitake in the crowd and struck up a conversation with him to keep him around as long as we could. However, as soon as the festival ended, they tried to leave. If they left now, I'd never see them again. Mion tried insisting they stay at her house for the night, but Tomitake refused. Everyone tried various ways to stop them from being alone because the murderer might be around. However, we eventually started to believe that they wanted to be alone for adult reasons, and I wound up suggesting that we shouldn't interrupt the two lovebirds.
Don't worry, Vika-chan.
Sorry, keep getting messages.
Tomitake-san is a man after all. I'm sure he'll do anything to protect Takano-san.
Is that so? If something happens, you'll rescue me, right?
That's the plan.
Well, we really should go now. It's getting pretty late.
Thank you for your concern.
Don't make any assumptions. I'm heading to the clinic because I left something there. Takano-san has the key, so we have to go together.
They're gonna get freaky in the clinic. Wow.
She's got her tools in there.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that you were into playing doctor.
Oh. Nah, I think he's more into playing. Oh, gynecologist. That's a good one, Mion. Oh, Rena beat them up.
Oh! I wonder how they play doctor. I wonder.
Rena, stop thinking about these things, you pervert. Don't hit them just because you feel embarrassed. As for you two, stop only getting along when you're making dirty jokes.
Goodbye, everyone. I really am just going back there to get what I forgot. Don't follow us, okay?
Stop it.
Tomitake, please be careful.
I do think you're overreacting, Rika.
Everyone laughed when Satoko yawned. It seemed like a good time to call it a day. Doesn't feel like I was able to change their fate. I just hope that they pay attention and that they're prepared for whatever faces them. I still might have a chance. All I can do now is pray. She's being a Fujoshi for straight people. Goodbye,
well, she doesn't know that
Tomitake-san.
you can be straight, so that's the abnormal to her.
Please show us the pictures you took next time. Did I ever mention, like, when I was a kid, I thought it was normal for everyone to think women were hot? And I was just like, yeah, like, women are always, like, portrayed as beautiful and desirable, like, and I was like, yeah, I love women, they're so beautiful, and then everybody was like, no, that's gay, and I was like, oh. Oh, I thought everyone, okay, oh, what? Goodbye, Tomitake-san, please show us the pictures you took next time.
Make sure you wear your punishment shirt.
Man, I'm so jealous you got to spend a night with a pretty lady. Woo! Humana, humana.
God, you're embarrassing. See you guys again. I guess it'll be in fall.
That's if we don't get killed tonight.
She's so excited. She's so excited about the idea of being murdered.
Good night, everyone. I can't wait to burn in an oil drum. Good night.
Bye.
That was the best I could do on the night of Watsunagashi. Chapter end. Or at least
But
scene
let's keep
end.
going.
Alright.
She's just like that space. On God, if someone came up to Takano and said, "I'm here to kill you," she'd be like, "Coming. Please tell me what happened this night. This is like a box with a cat inside. Please tell me what happened this night. I don't even know if the cat is alive or dead inside the box. Please tell me what happened this night. The cat in the box is dead." Quote, Frederica Berncastel.
I see that Rika in that Federica name. I'm putting the pieces together, you fucker.
I will
Kishi.
narrate.
What?
I will narrate.
Okay.
I will snooze the ad.
Okay.
Tomitake gathered up his paperwork and slipped it inside his bag. They sure were persistent. I wonder if they really want us dead.
How rude of them, huh? It was only a dream.
Please make sure that Dr. Irie examines Rika-chan. Her nightmares might be a symptom of something. If anything happens to her, it would be a disaster. Takano touched Tomitake's hand gently. As he turned bright red, Takano moved in closer and spoke. The way she acts is just too sexy, Tomitake thought. I agree with him.
We are the same. Hey, Jiro-san. I have something very important to tell you. Will you listen to me?
What is it? You have something to tell me too? I hope you didn't see me claw my throat out in a dream.
What would you say if I did? I knew it.
Takano stared at him with a mischievous look, as if seducing him, and started whispering into his ear.
I'm really surprised. That girl might have a godlike power, after all.
What does that mean? Takano smiled gently and pulled back her hair. Even seeing her do that made Tomitake's heart race.
I really like you.
That's good to know.
Takano's
fingers.
That's you. Sorry. I'm so used to narrating.
Curled around Tomitake's chin, stroking, tickling, and caressing it. Her movements were very captivating and seductive.
I've dated a lot of guys, but none of them interested me as much as you. I've learned that someone with a personality like yours makes the ideal partner for me. You're willing to accept everything I stand for. I believe that you understand me completely. That's why I can give you everything I have. I want you to accept everything about me. Do you understand?
Well, Takano-san, what's the matter? Her voice didn't really sound that affectionate. Tomitake knew from experience that he couldn't grasp what was on her mind when she wore a cold smile like that.
Finally. It's almost here.
It seemed as though she couldn't wait for something to happen. There was a chilling allure to her strange smile that made one question if something exciting was really about to happen. What's almost here? Tomitake asked, trying hard to resist the temptation.
The day my dream comes true.
Your dream?
Yes, my dream. Didn't I tell you before? Stop driving so loud. This is a serious moment. Or do you forget about everything we talk about in bed?
No, I remember. Your dream. Tomitake's response was vague. Either he didn't remember or he hadn't understood it very well.
Finally, the curse of Oyashiro-sama is going to come true. That's what I've been dreaming about ever since I was a child.
Uh...
Jiro-san, listen. I can't be with you anymore.
What? What do you mean?
You see, I belong in a different world. Inamizawa is where humans and demons once coexisted. That's why we met each other here. But all that is going to come to an end soon. The eclipse of the sun brought humans and demons together. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Takano-san, did you drink a bit too much at the festival? You're drunk, right?
Tonight is a night of farewells. Thank you for teaching me about the sunlit realm. Your warmth was like the glow of the midday sun. We really did have a wonderful relationship. I'm so sad that we have to say goodbye.
She pulled herself away from Tomitake and slowly stepped back, as if signaling the time had come for them to part. I don't know what you're trying to say. What's all this about, Takano-san?
I want you to make a decision. I want you to decide to stay with me and abandon the sunlit realm. If what you told me was all true, then I know you have no doubts.
By that time, Tomitake understood that Takano was asking him to make an important decision. Could it be your...
That's right, Jiro-san.
Tomitake got up from his seat and looked Takano straight in the eyes. There was a faint glimmer of hostility within those eyes.
Is your work more important than me? I thought so.
I can't believe this! I trusted you! Those words were ones of rejection. Takano's lips twisted into a cruel smile.
Oyashiro-sama united the humans, not the humans, and the demons. But I guess he can't unite you and me.
Takano slowly opened the door. 6 men in overalls were standing there at the ready. Tomitake was frozen in shock. The 6 men walked up to Tomitake with no expressions on their faces. It was immediately obvious that they were going to do something to harm him. What is all this about?
Hinamizawa syndrome is like a bomb with a lit fuse. Your plan is to dismantle that bomb before it explodes. However, there are some people in Tokyo who want to see it go off.
No! What goodwill will that do for anyone?
Nobody ever does anything that isn't beneficial to them. Therefore, if they want that bomb to explode, it must be doing good for someone. Your question just now is a pretty meaningless one.
I can't believe this. There are people who want that to happen? Kinamizawa syndrome is a very dangerous disease. You know that as well as I do.
I do. It would be a disaster if it had an outbreak. Tokyo wouldn't be able to cover it up either.
Did that faction bribe you?
It was actually my mission from the very start. I'm so sorry. We belonged in different worlds from the moment we first met.
What are you going to do to me?
It would be a great help if you came over to our side. Of course, that would mean that you'd have to betray your own people.
You're expecting me to turn on them?
Jiro-san, your feelings for me are real. Will you support me? You'll be compensated, of course. If you wish, I'll dedicate my whole life to you. I'll do whatever you want me to, whenever and wherever you want. My body will belong to you. You can dominate me to satisfy your needs whenever you like. I'm willing to be all yours. Hey, don't you want to dye this body of mine in your scent?
Freak of the week! Freak of the week!
I love her. I love her.
Her words were a kind of assault, directly hammering at the emotions men had difficulty resisting. I agree, because I am a man. This would work on me. It was like an evil spell to control his heart. Upon hearing them, Tomitake felt an unknown sensation run up his spine as his feet froze in place, entranced. However, he forced himself to resist that temptation. He sealed the cracks in his wall to a reason to stop Takano from forcefully entering his heart. Ugh. I refuse! She had known from the start that Tomitake was going to refuse her. Even so, Takano let out a triumphant laugh. It's funny. She thought Tomitake would refuse right away. However, it took him a while to refuse because how effective she was at seducing him. The time it took him to refuse her was one of victory for Takano. For Tomitake, it was a time of humiliation. Takano continued to laugh. She sounded rather like an evil witch.
I thought you would say that. That's why I love you so much. Oh, this freak.
Hi, bro. Takano raised up her right hand and gave a signal to the mountain dogs. Okanogi-kun, you're betraying me too? Okanogi.
Oh, yeah, I was assuming. I'm sorry, Lieutenant Tomitake. Are you surprised? The mountain dogs work for me. It was us who controlled this clinic all along. You and Dr. Irie are the only people who didn't know.
Shit! Tomitake moved into action, sensing the danger that was about to befall him. His fist thrust out as quick as lightning, knocking one man down before he could even blink. However, the other mountain dogs certainly weren't going to just stay there and watch. They all attacked him as one. He tried to strike back with an elbow, but he simply couldn't overcome the difference in numbers. Tomitake tried his best, but soon enough the mountain dogs had wrestled him to the ground. Damn it! Ah! Let go! Let me go!
Stop struggling already! Ah! Sorry.
They pinned him down so he couldn't move an inch.
Impressive, Jiro-san. You fought pretty well, considering you were up against 6 people.
Takano-san walked over and smiled while looking down at Tomitake.
Hey, Jiro-san. I know you're going to refuse, but let me ask you one more time. Will you change your mind and join my side?
Never! I'll never join with you! Ugh!
That's what I wanted to hear, so I could sever all of my attachments.
Takano was holding a small case in her hands. She opened it and showed Tomitake what was inside. What's in that syringe?
Oh, come now. I'm sure you know what it is.
No, we destroyed all of them!
Jiro-san, let me guess what you're thinking. Even if this is what you think it is, you should still have immunity because you took the vaccine. Isn't that what you're thinking? That's why you're not scared, right? Well, let me tell you something nice. That vaccine you took before you came here was fake. You may not have noticed it, but you're already an L3 patient of the Hinamizawa syndrome. Jiro-san, you have a tendency to look away when you get an injection. That's not very smart. You should always make sure of what you're getting.
Shit! Let me go! Tomitake struggled to get away, but he simply couldn't move. Upon seeing his sorry state, Takano laughed with glee.
I'm sure you know very well about H173.
There it is.
You'll become infected instantly and will virtually become an L5 patient. What is H173? I know I've heard that before.
H173 is Hinamizawa syndrome.
Oh.
Distilled. L5 stands for level 5.
I see. That's cute. You saw how the experiment turned out, no? The subject was displaying extreme irritation in the neck and armpit areas. Based on our past studies, patients with L5 suffer from extraordinary irritation in their lymph nodes. It might be an antibody reaction. In other words, Jiro-san, if you're lucky, you might be able to die just as Rika-chan predicted. Are you going to kill yourself? Or become disabled?
For life. Which would you prefer? Which one, Jiro-san?
Stop! Stop!
It's going to be too difficult to give him the injection like this. Put him to sleep, please.
I love me an evil nurse demon.
One of the men covered Tomitake's mouth with a towel soaked in some kind of chemical. He tried to fight it off with all his might, but his strength eventually left him, and he became quiet as a beached whale. Takano stroked his face to make sure that he couldn't resist. Then she brought the needle toward his throat. She pushed it right into his skin. As she squeezed down on the syringe's plunger, the skin surrounding the tip of the needle swelled up, and eventually the contents are absorbed into his body. I can't mute the ads anymore, so sorry everyone.
Sorry, everybody. Subscribe today so you don't miss this.
Goodbye, Jiro-san. When you wake up, you'll be in the middle of a wonderful nightmare.
The mountain dogs finally got off of him. He couldn't even twitch.
Someone put him in my trunk.
I was about to bring that up.
Two of the men lifted up Tomitake and carried him outside.
Oh, hold on. I'm sure he'd be happy if I left him his bicycle. That way he can enjoy cycling in hell, too.
The mountain dogs all quietly laughed at the joke.
We are now going to commence Operation Doomsday.
They stopped laughing as she began to speak.
Okanogi, you wait for the contact from headquarters. Keep your eyes on Dr. Irie. God, it's so hard to fucking say that. Also, keep tabs on Rika Furude, too. I don't know what kind of power she has, but she predicted how Tomitake was going to die. I'm very curious about her, but too bad.
Roger. I'll take care of things here. Please be careful on your way.
There's not much to be careful of. By the way, where's Dr.
Where's Irie-sensei? There we go. I'm sure he's attending the festival's after party. He's still at the shrine.
I wish I could see the look of panic on that nerd's face.
The mountain dog started laughing again, too. Takano checked the time on her watch. It was nearly 10 p.m. Most people must have left the festival for home. Those people still there were probably enjoying the after party while getting drunk inside the shrine. It was a good time for her to leave without being seen by anyone.
I'm leaving now. I'm going to go and die.
After saying that, she left the clinic alone. She left through the back door. She left amid the moonlight, the singing of insects, and the sound of a river. It was a typical night in Hinamizawa. While enjoying all these sensations, Takano got inside her car. Tomitake was sleeping inside the trunk. His bicycle, on the other hand, was loaded into her back seat. How ironic.
Oh,
You can say this one.
Your bicycle has a better seat than you. I'll let you out there soon. I should leave him by the road that leads to Okinomiya. That'll be a good spot.
Takano found a good place to drop him off, but she gave up on it as there was a police cruiser parked in the area. She figured that they were probably patrolling to make sure the 5th year's curse didn't happen. Good job, officers. No one would ever suspect that there's a curse packed in my trunk right now. Takano drove onto less lit streets with rougher roads. Eventually, the mountain road ended and she was surrounded by darkness. There were rice fields nearby. She could tell by the sound of the croaking frogs. Takano parked her car by the pitch-black roadside. She had to stop here, otherwise she'd be too close to a residential area. Indeed, she was nearly in Okinomiya. She would have dumped him earlier, but the police cruiser had foiled that plan. Takano pulled Tomitake out of the trunk and left him by the road. She also left him his bicycle. Tomitake let out a small groan. It probably wouldn't be long until he woke up.
Goodbye, Jiro-san. Your awkward sweet talk was very entertaining. I wish I could hear it again. You'll be waking up soon. By that time, you'll be in the final stage of L5.
After a futile struggle, you'll meet with a miserable demise. I wonder if you really are going to claw out your own throat and die. I wish I could be here to see it. Your mysterious death and my disappearance will complete the 5th year's curse of Oyashiro-sama. The story of the curse of Oyashiro-sama will be firmly established. You should feel honored, Jiro-san. You're going to be part of history. You might be losing your life here, but in a way, you're going to live for eternity.
That was her last farewell to Tomitake. Takano got back inside of her car and started driving. She could see the place she left Tomitake in her rearview mirror, but it was already shrouded in darkness.
Oh. I was gonna say, I thought it was like the end of a chapter, but, well.
Takano drove through the main street of Okinomiya and made a few turns, heading for the dark mountains in the distance. It had been a while since she'd left Hinamizawa. It was almost midnight. She might have already made it to the neighboring prefecture. It was difficult to tell because she couldn't really see anything in the darkness. Takano stopped her car in the middle of all of that. After turning off both the engine and the headlights, there really was nothing but darkness surrounding her. It was as if time itself had stopped. Takano wasn't sure how long she waited, but eventually she saw the headlights of a car blinking twice. She blinked in her own headlights back at it. Soon she saw several people walking toward her. 2 men wearing blue overalls knocked on the window of Takano's car. Obligingly, she opened it. They looked over her face and the paperwork they had in their hands.
Hello, I'm Takano.
After confirming her identification, they called someone over the radio.
Hello?
Hello?
We've got the lady. Anyone following? Could be headquarters if you want.
No one's after you. You're clear for 400 meters.
Nobody's following us. Your work is much appreciated. Please come with us to the command vehicle. I'll take your paperwork. The paperwork is inside the trunk. Here's the key. I do need some coffee. Could you get me some? Oh, cool background.
The command vehicle was a trailer with a bunch of high-tech communication equipment inside. The light of the electric equipment shone beautifully in the dark.
Here's your
coffee, Major.
Damn it. We keep
Sorry.
doing it at the same time. It's fine. Here's your coffee, Major.
Another man in blue overalls offered her a paper cup.
Thank you. What's going on with my corpse? I finished setting it up in Gifu Prefecture. Gifu? Did I burn to death in the mountains of Gifu? Not sure about the cause of death. I'll confirm it with someone.
Operation Doomsday. That was the name of their mission. The goal of the operation's first stage was Takano's escape from Hinamizawa and the extraction of 18 specific classified documents. The goal had been completed. Assassinating the liaison from Tokyo, Tomitake, was also one of the goals. That one had also been completed in the way Takano had planned. He was not killed that way just because Takano had wanted to see it. It was intentionally planned that way so the office in Tokyo would be suspicious of the Irie Institute. They were trying to create the story that the Institute was upset with the recent budget cuts and the cancellation of their study.
Welcome back.
Tomitake's mysterious death would be a suitable way to persuade people. Tomitake was not the only one who was expected to die. Takano was expected to do so as well. However, Takano didn't really need to die herself. They had acquired a substitute body for her, so she didn't actually have to die. Takano had no idea how they got the body. According to what she had heard, the team in Gifu took care of everything. Once Tomitake and Takano were dead, Tokyo would definitely grow suspicious of the Irie Institute. The main purpose of this mission was to make the Institute look reckless.
I'm sorry, Major. There's been a problem in Gifu. A problem? What sort of problem? They made a mistake with the corpse. The body has already been dead for 24 hours. I see. Then I wonder how things will play out. In other words, you're saying I was already dead as of yesterday. There's your answer, Space.
Takano's body was supposed to be selected from the corpses of people who had died the same day. The plan was then to burn the body and make identification of the corpse more difficult. They'd found a suitable body for the plan. However, they just found out that it had been dead for over a day. That would create a hole in their plans.
They're going to collect another body to use instead.
No, that's fine. We can still use that body as me.
Huh? But that would mean...
The messenger of Oyashiro-sama was long dead, but came to the festival regardless. That's a good one. That's a very, very good one.
Takano laughed with satisfaction for a while. The other people in the vehicle couldn't understand why Takano was laughing so much. Takano continued to laugh as if it was the funniest thing she'd ever heard.
Go ahead, call the team in Gifu and tell them to stop looking for another body. I think this will make for an interesting twist.
Are you sure? Shouldn't you be more cautious?
Don't worry. Everyone saw Mio Takano walking around at the Watanagashi festival. Even if the forensics lab does find out that the body's been dead for more than a day, they'll just think that the test results were wrong.
I love that the solution here still involves Takano kinda just let them make a mistake because she's a freak like that. It's funny.
She's so funny.
It's really funny. Also, didn't they, like, identify that as Takano because of, like, her dental records or something? How the fuck did they pull that off?
Well, she seems to have a lot of sway. Takano almost seemed to be enjoying the risk.
Roger. I'll notify them.
By the way, was my body burned inside of an oil drum?
Yes. It seems someone already discovered it on the mountain near the freeway.
Takano seemed surprised to hear that from him. Then she started laughing strangely again. Nobody could figure out why she was laughing like that.
I see. The reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama really is gifted. I have to admit, she has a supernatural power that defies explanation. Tell the mountain dogs in Hinamizawa to tighten up security on R.
Roger. You want to be the other man?
Major, the Okonomiya Police Department has discovered the body of Tomitake.
They have, huh?
God damn it.
The show is about to begin.
Oishi-san, Dr. Irie has arrived. Irie-sensei.
Oh, thank you for coming! So what do you think, Dr. Irie? Oishi entered the area enclosed by blue tarp. In there, people from forensics were taking pictures of the dead body from various angles. Irie was squatting down next to the body of Jiro Tomitake. When he stood up, he was as white as a sheet. I can't believe it. Yep, I can't believe it either. As far as I see, he clawed at his own throat. With his bare hands. This isn't a normal way to die. Most likely some kind of dangerous drug must have caused it. Are you saying that he was a drug addict? I don't know, was he? It's gonna be my job to find that out. Oishi-san, what's this 2x4 doing? I think he was swinging it around, and then he threw it away and had more fun clawing his throat out, I guess. Why was he swinging the 2x4? He probably did it in self-defense. Did you notice there are several external injuries on his body? Yes, I can see some bruises. The easiest explanation I can think of is this. He was attacked by someone on his way home to Okonomiya after the festival. He was seized by the culprit, given a shot of some kind of dangerous drug, went crazy, and died. I've never heard of a drug that would make people claw at their own throats.
Yeah, you have.
I'm not an expert on it either, but they say self-harm is one of the terminal symptoms of drug addicts, right? Well, I'm sure the old man in forensics will take care of the investigation.
I gotta go on break. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing and I need to answer it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. I cannot just...
Okay?
Yeah, everything's okay. I just had to deliver a thing So I was being called about it and had to deliver it real quick. Okay! I'm so sorry. We must go. We go forward. I delivered the thing and was like, I have to go back immediately. I'm in the middle of a serious scene. No, it's not House of Leaves 2. Okay. Back into it.
I read this one.
Alright. Excuse me, Oishi-san. We found a bicycle believed to belong to Jiro Tomitake a mile away from here. Damn, he walked
Oh, is that so?
He walked a mile.
Did you find anything on it?
Not yet. They're investigating it right now.
So that means the place where the bicycle was found is most likely the place he was attacked. And he ran away from the culprit and came here.
You want me to take?
She frowned.
You want me to take over narration since you're so many characters?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Oishi frowned, crossing his arms in front of his chest. Irie was looking at the miserable corpse of Tomitake, and he kept saying the same thing.
It's impossible. It's just impossible.
Irie knew right away that Tomitake's death was caused by the terminal symptoms of Hinamizawa syndrome. He hadn't swung the 2x4 at a real person, but probably saw some kind of hallucination due to the L5 symptoms. Violent reactions to hallucinations is one of the clearest characteristics of the terminal stage. However, Tomitake supposedly took a vaccine before he came to the village. There was no way he could reach L5 symptoms in such a short period of time. Irie didn't want to believe it, but it was obvious that someone intentionally injected him with the pathogen. The pathogen must have been strong enough to give him L5 symptoms immediately. The only drug that can do that is H173. A chemical weapon that induces an acute onset of symptoms. It makes people hallucinate, which inevitably leads to a horrible death. It's the absolute worst kind of demon. However, they had destroyed all of it due to its dangerous nature. What in the Resident Evil? All that was left were helpful chemicals, such as vaccines and treatment drugs. Tomitake was their liaison from Tokyo. That's how you say that, right? Liaison?
Liaison.
Okay. There's two ways to say it, yeah. Whoever killed him must have had full knowledge about him and this drug. How would that person know he was their liaison? It was then that Irie thought of Takano. Takano is also a watchdog from Tokyo. She's something like a superintendent. It was quite possible that something bad had happened to her too. Or she is the one who did it.
What about Takano-san? What happened to Takano-san? What? Oh, are you talking about your nurse? I think she was with him. Is she okay? Do you know her phone number? Of course. Kuma-chan, get her phone number from Dr. Irie and have someone at the station call her home.
Understood. Doctor, can I have the number?
Yes, here it is.
Kumagai got the phone number, repeated it to make sure he got it right, and dashed out of the blue tent.
Doctor, Takano-san and Tomitake-san were close friends, weren't they? Yes. Have you heard about any troubles between them? No. Not even once. They were very close friends.
Friends. Tomitake and Takano weren't just in a close relationship. They were co-workers sent from Tokyo. They had access to information that even Irie didn't. There's no way there was a trouble between them.
Well, I hope she's alright. In the worst case scenario, she could be dead. Or she could even be the perp. I see. Nurses do have access to dangerous drugs, don't they? We don't have any drugs like that at my clinic. Even if we did, we'd store them with extra care. There's no way Takano-san could smuggle out a drug from my clinic. But it's easier for nurses to do it than regular people, right? Like I said, I've never heard of a drug like that, and I don't have anything like that in my clinic.
Okay, Irie. Irie made...
Oops.
Oh, did you want the narration back? I'm sorry.
No, it was just instinct.
Okay. Irie made clumsy excuses while he tried to piece together what was going on. However, Irie had no means of knowing the state of affairs in Tokyo, and he couldn't reach any further conclusions. Sorry, Higurashi when they lie! So, it was easy to laugh at him, as though he's a frog trapped in a well. Oishi-san, she isn't home. The standby unit says they're going to go to her house to check.
Doctor, can you give me her address? Come-chan, can you also check if the police headquarters have found any unidentified female bodies tonight? Maybe we should check with the other prefectures, too. Give the section manager to call all the nearby prefectural headquarters and ask if they have any unidentified female bodies.
Yes, sir. The Okinomiya... Oh, go for it. The
Okinomiya Police Department is contacting the Gifu Prefectural Police Department.
Are you sure about this, Major? Sure. I don't mind. Just leave it there. Doomsday has almost arrived anyway. Everything will be destroyed before they even find out that the time of death doesn't match. They caused the gas leak. Them!
They/them.
Hope you're doing good too, Esther. I've been clapping my hands. Okay. I just wanted to say a couple things now that we're actually past that scene.
Yeah.
One, I fucking called it with Takano. How long have I been saying she is the one pulling the strings? How long have I been saying this? I've been saying this so long.
Yeah, I think the biggest clue you get is in chapter 3 when Keiichi gets picked up by her at the side of the road, and she has his bicycle, but Tomatake's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, no, I pointed that out. I was like, Tomatake's in her trunk. He undoubtedly was.
Yeah.
Because they didn't use...
You said that word for word, and that entire scene, I was biting my fucking fist.
Good. I'm glad I have media literacy. I'm glad I'm really good at story. I figured that fucking shit out. I was like, Tomatake's in the fucking trunk, and then when she was like, I'm putting him in the trunk, I was like, whoa! I called that shit. She had the bike, and then Keiichi was gonna put the bike in the trunk, and she was like, no. I don't have room in the trunk because I have a body in there. And she was hinting that she knew about, Keiichi hiding a body and insinuating that she was also hiding a body. So I was like, I'm picking up what she's throwing down. Since chapter 3, we're on chapter fucking 7.
Yeah. It really puts into a different light knowing this about her.
Mm-hmm.
All of the scenes where she's like gushing over torture implements, like she doesn't just have a weird fetish, which she does, but it's not just that.
Mm-hmm.
She is like...
Okay. She's a fucking demon or something, right? She said she's from another world. I don't know if she's speaking like metaphorically or if that's just going to be like revealed later, like exactly what world she's from. Okay.
What she meant by that.
I am assuming because she's like talking about like the earth, like the sunlit plane, which is something a demon would fucking do. So I'm like, oh my god, did I zero in on the demon character? Because I have a fucking thing for demons, and like I just magnetized toward demon characters. So that's a problem. It's a problem.
Listen, whether it's literal or metaphorical, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking demon.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck are these mountain dogs? Fucking secret police in Takano's pocket? Yeah. Essentially, that's what I'm picking up. Okay. The day. Yeah?
Can I take a quick break? Because I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Another break, everybody. I'll just stay here. I won't play another ad. We can just chat. I can't believe how much shit I called. I can't believe how much shit I've called I need to like go back and see how much shit I've called and like how early I did it. I really like I don't remember how early I called that Takano was up to some shit. I zeroed in on that woman. I'm like, she is behind some shit. She is doing something. She is specifically okay, guys. Okay, I'm sure Cal can hear me with his like headset or something. The notebooks make so much more sense now. The notebooks make so much more sense now. The notebooks, she was purposely crafting things to make people go insane and get paranoid. And she probably unknowingly, like without them knowing, injected them with the Hinamizawa syndrome at some point. Right? 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 I don't know if it's bugs. I don't know if it's actually bugs. But the Hinamizawa syndrome, that actually took me by surprise that that's a real thing. That's a real fucking thing. Now, why it exists, it's probably the reason, like, Rena was, like, theorizing in the first place, is it was probably to control, people, in Hinamizawa with religion and fear. She's been fucking around with people to experiment with the syndrome to see how it works and how it can be used. Yeah. I wonder if Satoko only has it because they injected her with it. And they've been experimenting on her and Rika. Because like they revealed that EDA like tests on Rika first to make sure things will work. Not like maliciously. Have you been hearing all my
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Takano with the notebooks, that's what she was doing because she wants okay, clearly her goal is to basically cause doomsday with Hinamizawa for some reason. We don't know why. But she wants to continue the curse of Oyashiro-sama. So she fabricated the fucking deaths on the 5th year. I don't know if she was behind the other deaths. She could have been. But she fabricated the deaths, her own death. And also Tomitake, she killed him with L5. And so now, fucking, like, so the notebooks had to have been to, like, make somebody go crazy. They had to have been. And, like, she had, like, an opportunity at some point to inject them. But I'd have to, like, go back and see when she would do that. Like, when she would have gotten the chance to do that. So I wonder how many people actually have this syndrome at this point. How long has she been in town? If the notebook in chapter 6 had any truth to it, any at all, Hinamizawa syndrome only happens if you leave Hinamizawa, which is why she went to Okinomiya. I don't know if it's the parasites like she was saying in that book, but so they actually have the thing that Rena was saying that they were going to inject into everybody. That's the thing that's freaking me out. She wasn't paranoid.
Rena
she was
didn't
paranoid.
have all of the facts, and she was employing them in the wrong ways. But there were various parts of that for probably just for the sake of sick and twisted irony and laughing at Rena, that Takano just gave to her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, clearly she would do shit like that if she's like, whatever, the body's been burning for so fucking long, they're not gonna find out. And even if they do, it'd be funny. Takano alien? Rena on the case. Yep. Still waking up, but like I'm also thinking about the manga adaptation of Silent Hill F. Like with how this is, with so many twists and turns, I wonder what more could be introduced or revealed about Hinako and others. I'm excited. Like, Ryukishi's writing is like stupid. I love it. It's fucking stupid in an affectionate way. It drives me fucking crazy. I love time loop shit when it's done really, really well. And this is done really well. It's great. Could argue Takano's journals were a false flag operation somewhat. Kinda. Yeah. Okay. Alright. We're gonna continue and try to get to a stopping point. After this, we only have one chapter. So next we'll probably have one more stream of this, and then unless
we could also just stop now
we
and
could.
do the rest of it next time.
We could if you think this is a good stopping point.
I don't think it's a bad stopping point. For sure.
It's calmed down. It's not like we're in the middle of
Yeah.
like everything. Oh my god, I'm lightheaded with how many things I just had proven. And it was like 2 things, but still,
There were 2 big things.
I love how right before that reveal with Takano, I was like, something is up with Takano. I feel like Takano might be going through a similar sort of thing to Rika. And then it said something about her laughing like a witch, and I was like, She could also be a witch, but in a different direction. Perhaps. And Cal will make you do Umineko, right? These two are connected somehow. I can already see the connections, baby.
Umineko is better than this.
I can't fucking stand this. I can't. Oh, I'm clawing. I'm clawing at my throat.
You're clawing your throat? Yeah.
Clawing my throat out. Okay, did I save? I did, but I need to make sure. Okay. Chat, I need to go. I need to have a snack.
I'm tired.
You're tired?
I'm tired.
I'm sure you are. That was insane.
I had to do a lot of narrating today of angry old men.
You really did. You did good, though.
Can you believe that at the start of this, we were focusing on, like, Satoko's bullshit? You know, like, that's important compared to this.
Yeah. Closing this.
If it has less filler and more hit like this, it should be, yes. In general, it has a lot less filler. And the stuff that is filler still feels, like, important.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. I'm gonna claw my throat out. I watched. Okay, so I was telling my friend about how I felt like betrayed by the Higurashi anime back in the early 2000s because, like, I was talking about Elfen Lied, and when I was a teenager, that was my favorite anime ever because of how fucked up it was. It's really gory. It's really fucked up, and every scene I feel like is the most like, how can we make the worst possible thing happen, and we can make it worse than that. And that's Elfen Lied, everybody. I don't recommend it to everybody. However, I was saying to a lot of people that was my favorite anime, and people would be like, have you seen Higurashi yet? And I was like, no, I guess I'll check that out. If you don't know, the early 2000s Higurashi anime starts with the scene of Keiichi. Like, you don't know Keiichi yet, but it starts with a dark lit scene of a boy with a bat smashing 2 girls' heads in. And it's very well shot. It's very interesting. It's very intriguing. So I was like, okay, yeah, I think I'll like this. And then the rest of it was, anime bullshit. And I was just like, man. So I rewatched that opening scene recently, and I was just like, I know the context now. Wow, this is amazing. And it's a really good scene still. It might have been the opening for the new anime, but I'm not sure. They may open the same way, but do they? I don't know.
Which is what, open the same way?
I know there's like the more recent anime that came out. Does it have the same like opening with Keiichi, like with the bat smashing and
I genuinely don't remember.
ah.
I don't remember how Go starts.
I think it was Go. So I think it was the original. Go is the original one, right?
No, Go is
The new one.
the
Okay,
new
so they
one.
do open the same way because that was the one I watched.
Okay.
Okay,
That's crazy.
yeah. Unless I'm misremembering the scene. I need to see if I can find. They both open with a scene of murder.
06 does
Uh-huh.
open the way that you described.
Okay,
And
so they do
it's
open the same way.
genuinely one of the best openings to any anime ever that
It
is
was.
completely betrayed by the rest of the anime.
It's betrayed by the rest of that episode. I was just like, damn, fuck, God. Anyway, I'm gonna go over here. Tomorrow, I'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna be doing a Wing It design commission stream. Hopefully my hand will agree with that. But I just got the other half of my CT scan bill, so I wanted to make sure I'm financially secure for that. So that's why I decided, kind of impromptu, Wing It design commissions. Basically, you give me a very vague description, very short, could even be a bundle of emojis, and I design you a character in at least an hour based on that. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, you stop by the stream. I'll be taking those during the stream. But if it doesn't, that's okay. You can come to the stream Friday, where I'm doing a Gamers Outreach thingy-mabob. I don't know if there's anybody I want to raid. I keep not raiding people because I'm just like so low energy that I'm like, no. I don't want to talk to people right now. My head hurts and I want to go eat. And I think that's what I'll do tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody.
You don't have to raid anybody.
I don't have to raid anybody, but I like to like, you know, keep it going.
For sure, but like you don't need to apologize for it.
I'm sorry for saying sorry.
That was really grating.
It was, but we forgive you.
I'm glad. Okay, have a good rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for stopping
Don't
by.
go L5.
Don't go to L5. We will finish this chapter next week.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe? We have like a chapter and a half.
Yeah, it's long though. It won't go longer than 2 streams.
Oh boy. I guess we're in it now, boy.